Excuse me.
This nigga started my live every way. It's sabotage.
Hey, YouTube.
Play your thing, man. This is sabotage. This is crazy. Whose side is he on?
All right, I'm just gonna start the show.
Yeah, let's just start the show because he done blew it. So to speak.
They don't feel like that long.
Yeah.
There's two different types of headphones over there.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, two types.
This is Sippin' with Sammy. I am Mr. Fly Shit Only, the one and only Sippin' with Sammy. Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammy, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together.
Damn, Sammy, you done fucked up.
Thanks, Sammy. Thanks, Sammy.
Yup! What's up with y'all, man? Happy Monday, happy hour, all that flyness. How y'all feeling? As y'all can hear by my yup, I am feeling wonderful.
That's great.
I feel marvelous.
You're always angry.
Feel marvelous. I'm always angry at you. It's a good day, man. We got Kay from Fire Productions in the situation with us. How you feeling, Kay?
Hey.
I had the K in here looking fluffy and fuzzy. I see you.
Fuzzy Wuzzy
You
was a
look warm.
I am.
Solid. What's up to everybody in the chat? Got my guy CCASH in the building with me.
Hey, what's good? What's good, YouTube? We love y'all. What's
Just
up?
enough hand for him. How you feeling today, bro?
Said enough what?
Nothing.
Yeah, you said something slick.
It was crazy. How you feel?
You said enough hit.
Hand.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's still spicy.
Yeah,
But I'm feeling good, man. It's Monday. I'm coming off of a great weekend. Best wishes to the week, man. Let's get it.
Let's do it. So, we're gonna get right into the weekend recap, or y'all had something y'all wanted to
Yeah, let's get going into the weekend.
All right, so let's do it.
Before we do, shout out to Tuna already on the TikTok.
Big
Yeah,
fish.
Tuna.
My guy, man.
He said family.
You already.
Tuna, you should change your name to Halibut.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Because halibut's way more expensive, like, and rare. Tuna is like the bottom of the shelf, but like,
Not really, because you eat tuna like a steak.
no, I eat tuna like a regular fish too.
Yeah, but ain't nobody like asking for halibut on the sushi. Like, I think tuna is a much more acceptable fish.
Okay, people in my demographic do not know what halibut is. I'm just keeping it real with you.
I know what halibut
That's my
is.
point.
I know what steelhead trout is. I know what all that shit is. I eat good fish.
You different.
But what I'm saying is, like, I ain't gonna tell the nigga name himself steelhead bass.
Right.
Like,
Sea bass. My nigga Sea bass. Shout my nigga Sea bass, man.
like, I ain't gonna do that to my nigga, man. Like, it's cool. He got his name. Crazy, his name is cemented. Like, it's already too late.
Nah, I'm just fucking with him. You already know.
You know-
That's my guy.
You know, big fish a bull. Bull out here. Nah, but shout out to my guy, man. That's how we had to open though with halibut. That was crazy. You see how he's sabotaging, okay?
That's fire.
That's 3 in a row, okay? He struck
Halibut
out.
is fire. I don't know what y'all talking about. I was saying it in a good way. Like, Tuna, don't listen to this guy. Fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
So, okay, with the weekend recap.
Weekend recap. Oh
We need a
man.
jingle or something.
I know we do need a jingle for the weekend recap.
Time for the yeah.
You get DK to sing it Acapulco.
Oh
That'd be
shit.
fire.
Hold on. The TikTok saying no sound. Give me 1 second. You guys gotta start.
All right, cool. We can start the weekend recap.
You want me to start?
Yeah.
So, Friday, this past Friday, I don't even know. Oh, all right. Yeah, I forgot.
Dipset.
Yeah, so Thursday was October 24th, 2024, was a day that a great artist, MC, father, brother, son, all that good shit was born, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy CCASH, but yeah, it was my birthday on Thursday.
Happy birthday, my
had
guy.
Had a wonderful chill out birthday, was chilling at home, you know what I mean? Kids blessed me with some things, some daddy things, new
Nice.
clippers, some shit for the car, shit like that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Then on Friday, which actually starts the weekend, I basically was having fun, just doing regular shit, working, doing my regular 1-2. Saturday, I had an opportunity again, of course, to go out and display my talent. I was booked on a card called Gates of Hell 4 for K-Shark TV Promotions, live in Queens, New York, or College Point, if you are familiar with New York. Went out there, dope battle, dope turnout. Everybody was in their best. I mean, it was just love. Shout out to Ty Law, chopped it up with him. Shout out to Cortez, chopped it up with him. Tay-Rock was the headliner, but he didn't get a chance to make it. But
what was Tez talking about?
Who?
Cortez. He told you was dope.
Yeah, definitely. And he was saying that he feels like it's a future in on beat battles because it really shows a lot more of the talent and skill in the artist and to be able to make a song and not just rap.
You ain't gotta agree with Cortez, but Cortez is somebody that really takes this shit seriously and really thinks about his perspective on things. So I just wanted to know what he said for you.
I was fucking with him, I was like, yo, man, I told one of my homies that you was in Killer Season, and he was like, what scene he was in Killer Season? I never seen him in that joint. I was like, bro, he in there. Just go watch the movie. And we was laughing about that shit or whatever. Because I had recently seen Cortez in the movie after watching it when it first dropped. And I was like, damn, that's Cortez.
That's crazy.
So I had like
Skinny
clipped
Cortez.
it. Yeah. Young Cortez. I clipped it and put it in the joint. He responded to it on the gram and shit like that. But
that's fine.
Yeah, it was a dope night. CCASH versus L's. I opened the doors up. Started the battles off. My first was the first battle we had, and everybody just basically said that I walked through.
This is Sipping with.
Basically, said that I cleared the guy landslide, easy win. He was rapping though. I'm gonna give y'all this. He was rapping. You know what I mean? He didn't stumble. He didn't forget his shit. He wasn't off beat. He was rapping. He was doing good. He had a clean round, but it just wasn't enough. Sometimes you just get overwhelmed in a fight, and that's what happened.
Well, shout out to you. Go out there, kill shit, get home safe is the motto from me.
Yeah.
Shout out Tuna, Big Fish. I'm mad you missed it on the TikTok, but we opened the whole show having an argument about how your name should be Halibut.
Halibut.
Halibut is what he said, and we fought against it. But we're not revisiting that,
bro. It's a gourmet fish,
check
bro.
The YouTube out, and you'll see. He wasn't being disrespectful.
I wasn't.
Just to be clear. Weekend recap from the K.
Whew. Okay. What did I do this weekend?
Go out there, kill shit, come home safe.
What did I do
I
this
really
weekend?
wasn't done my weekend recap.
Oh no, finish.
It stopped me on Saturday, but cool.
No, go ahead, Cash.
But yeah, Saturday after that, we still had a dope performance. Me and Johnny Lace performed some music off of the album that just dropped. I just dropped called CCASH. I need y'all to go get that. Johnny Lace performed.
Check out the YouTube. We got a listening session on there.
Super dope review for the album. You know what I'm saying, with Sammy and K. But yeah, we had a dope performances and just dope performances from everybody in the building that night. That was at K-Shark Promotions, Mama Smokes. So I was supposed to stay in New York, right? But I didn't end up staying. The way I booked my hotel room, it was a discrepancy in that, and by the time I got there, it was like 3 a.m, and they didn't have anything vacant. So I chose to get some coffee and food, sit in the car for a little while, and drive my ass back home. End up getting back home Sunday around like 8 a.m. And yeah, so I broke night. It took Saturday all the way into Sunday. Pretty good. Sunday had a regular chill day. Now I'm here with you guys.
Word. Glad you enjoyed your birthday and all that, though.
No, for sure.
And still went out there and handled business, because boy, oh boy.
And I told y'all that my goal was to end my year with these last 2 battles, leaving November and December for family things and shit of that nature. And that's what I did. 2 great performances. CCASH versus Rex Ruger, that'll be out soon, from Gates of the Garden, and CCASH versus Els, that'll be out soon. So, mission accomplished.
That's what it is, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
K from Fine Productions.
Yeah. What did I do this weekend?
You was asking us that last time. I thought you thought of it, but not now.
I tried. So Friday we ended up filming, and then we had some folks over for a game night.
Game night.
Yeah.
Shout
That
out
was
to
cute.
Wade and Miss Reese, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't get invited.
You did actually.
I'm
Crazy
fucking
part.
with you, bro. Damn. I knew you was gonna say that. That's why I just lined you up.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh man.
Be glad I only said half of it.
You only invite me on the same day. You don't never give me a fucking heads
know,
up.
some
And you know I got
things-
kids.
You know, some things just happen, and then the fact that you're thought of should be enough.
No, that's cool. I appreciate that.
Fuck out of here.
Next time you do that, I'm gonna just bring the kids. Like fuck it.
I mean,
That's
okay.
fine.
Mm.
So anyway, so that's what we did Friday. And then Saturday was pretty chill. I don't think I did much of anything on Saturday. Nope. And then Sunday was football. So of course I cooked and we watched football, and I also went shopping on Sunday morning, which was
Ooh.
great. I always come up when I go to Burlington. So it was a great
Don't
Saturday.
do that.
Great
Don't do
Sunday.
that, K. Act like you ain't out here balling out.
No, you know. You
No,
gotta
I'm dead.
blend it.
I'm dead ass.
You
My
gotta
whole
blend
outfit's
it,
from
but
Burlington
She'll go
today.
to
No, for
Burlington
sure.
and come up.
Nah,
I'll
I
go to
don't-
Burlington and find a pack of wife beaters. I'd be mad as shit.
You don't find that in Burlington?
Rarely.
I
Rarely.
find a lot of shit in Burlington.
Not this one. You go to this one?
No,
This
not
one
that
different. We ain't gonna say the location, but this one different.
Fuck no, that's your problem.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't have a problem.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta go to the mills.
But you're not listening to what I'm saying.
I hear you.
She gotta go 3 minutes away, and she good.
Yeah.
She can get a wedding dress. She come back with 4 options.
Yeah, I get it.
3 hours before the wedding.
I
Yes.
usually go there and get my sweaters, like when I want to do something casual, a sweater or like some slacks or some shit.
Ain't nothing wrong with the Burlington. They be having some pics if you
They
get
do.
them. I mean, same as Marshalls, TJs, all of them.
Uh-huh.
If you get the right Ross, you get the right time, right location, you good.
Yeah.
But no, you definitely went shopping for real. That was crazy.
I definitely did.
But
At least you still shop. Most women nowadays shop online for everything.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't shop often.
Right.
But when I do,
You go ham.
yeah,
Right.
I give myself a like $300 some limit.
You don't even have to stay your limit, K. Like you.
Hey, it's too honest.
Yeah.
When you go to Burlington and you spend $300, you're getting a lot of
Yeah,
clothes.
it's like a stack worth of shit, right?
Yeah.
But when I go shopping for K, and I get $300 worth of shit. Woo, not to say. It's all good though. You good? What else, K?
That was my Sunday.
How'd you do in fantasy?
Oh, I kicked ass in fantasy this week. This so happened to be the week where all of my wide receivers had their best week at the same time. So even my bench scored very high. So I actually won this week.
Fire.
Proud of myself. And my opponent was very salty. She was texting my sister apparently all weekend talking about how much I was crushing her.
Wow.
Okay, you
Shout out to
can't
you.
put the L in salty when you saying it like that. They was salty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Salty.
That's missing the T, not the L.
No, I said salty.
There's still an L in there.
You gotta throw like a W. That's like a W.
Eh.
I'm just helping you on a, you know,
Nigga
on
said
a
it's
plane.
a W.
Yeah, it's a salty.
No.
It's not a salty.
Yeah.
I got to fuck with y'all. Miss y'all, man. What the fuck?
So Friday, as was previously stated, we did film. Shout out to I'm Legit. You know what I'm saying? Jasmine Inez, dope person. Had a great conversation with her. I'm actually gonna post those pictures soon. She posted them and didn't collaborate, so I forgot to post them on my page.
Oh,
Cause
shit.
she tagged me in them, so you know how you think they on your page, then you look up like, oh shit, I didn't accept nothing. So I'll show y'all her signing the board and all that as we usually do. Great conversation with her. Very, very excited about her and the things that she's going to continue to do after talking to her. I feel like I need to talk to her again. So that's fire.
I feel like we need to work with her more.
I feel like I'm gonna start nudging her in certain directions, and we're gonna see what she want to do. At the same time, right after that, there was a game night in which I stayed up sipping till about 3 something in the morning
I did not.
with the people,
I went to bed at 10.
and was still up when they texted me to say they was home. You know what I'm saying? So then I woke up the next morning and realized I told my dad I would take the awning down off the house at 10 in the morning. Glad I gave myself 10 because I always say like 9. right?
Uh-huh.
For some reason, I said 10.
Uh-huh.
I got up there,
Did you sipping with Sammy?
climbed up the ladder, and realized I was still drunk. So now I'm hanging off the side of the house trying to get this thing over with. And it's kind of like muscle memory. I've done it for years. But it's always something, right? Like you might be twisting a bolt that's supposed to just loosen right up. And now I need the pliers. And now I need to, you know what I mean? With a WD. Now I'm up here. Luckily, none of that really happened. But got it done. My dad said, yo, I just need you to do this and this and you can roll. And I got back in the car and realized I started feeling like I had a hangover.
Damn.
I'm like, yeah, let me go home. So I laid down till about 5 in the evening on Saturday. Got up and watched sports and chilled. And then on Sunday, yeah, football, Sixers game in between the football, and just relaxed. I think I took 2 naps again. So it was a good Sunday for me. Because I knew I had to get up this morning and deal with the riffraff. But
Shout out Soph. She just texted me too.
What'd she say?
She was in my hometown today, so she was sending me pictures.
Oh, man. Interesting. Shout out Sunny Brick.
What's your hometown again?
Allentown.
Oh, okay.
You said hometown
Wow, I never
like you
knew that.
didn't want to say it, though. You ain't know that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, man. She's a good old girl. Oh.
No, I said hometown just for the people at home, so they understood the context.
Talk heavy.
Because they don't know. Our viewers don't necessarily know if I just say Allentown.
Some of them might not even know we're in Philly right now. But,
That part. Speaking of our viewers, shout out to the chat.
salute, salute, salute.
It's me said hello.
Yo, it's me. What's happening?
Nisita Carla said ole.
Ole. Mama
It's
Tito?
me. Oh, I'm gonna go look at that.
That's their tag. It's me.
I'm gonna look at it.
He
Look
doesn't
at you.
believe me.
It's me, Mario.
All right.
Let's get into some topics.
All right.
If we don't got no more chats.
Oh, okay.
No. Let's get into it. Where do you want to go first?
Let's do something different and start off with a CCASH topic since he's on time.
Okay. Let's start by talking about Tory Lanez.
No, I mean,
Yo, this topic is very dope, I think.
Go ahead and introduce it.
So, basically, I read on a post that my guy, Tory Lanez, if y'all don't know, I really fuck with Tory. I don't know him personally, but I really fuck with his music, fuck with his brand, everything that he does. I think he's really a genius. Basically, it was said that his appeal was accepted, and based on new evidence, it will be heard, which means my guy may be giving back that 10 years, basically.
or be put in a position where it'll be classified as time served. They'll reduce it whatever, and then
Right. But you still technically give back if you was given
I
a
know
certain
what you
max.
mean,
Yeah.
but we gotta be clear for the people.
No, for sure. I understand that. Yeah.
They be thinking of me everything.
Like, what do you mean? Give back the time?
Sometimes beating it and giving back the time, like all of that sound. They don't know.
Yeah, that's me because my
Very
crazy ass. I got a lot of friends that know a lot of stuff about the legal system based on being in the legal system. But
there's variables to all of that.
yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. But shout out to him because that one really ain't sit well with a lot of people, not even me, when you start hearing about who wasn't allowed to speak and what happened and what the charges actually were and how they got to that point where they found it. It's like, well, this sound weird, yo. It
Bro,
sound
I
like
never
a lie.
believed that he did this shit, bro. I
You know what I
never
mean?
believed that. And I don't know him from a can of paint, but I never believed that somebody that has this much talent, this much success, this much clout, this much everything is rolling with a star and decides I'm gonna just shoot her.
in the hills outside of Cali.
Yeah, like, come on, bro.
But like, one thing I gotta give him and his family, they always been big on faith, and we see they just shut down his situation. He was making music and making sure everybody on the block ate off of it.
They shut his. What you mean?
He was making making a.
I know about the music he was making.
They stopped it. They ran in his cell and took everything.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, and it wasn't like he smuggled any of that in. He was allowed to have it until they realized that he was
Still basically making money.
And he was putting on niggas
Damn.
books.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he be running plays like how he ran the what's the name joint, the
NFT
joint.
Yeah,
Like, he be running plays.
if anybody want bottom joints, I got 10 of them. Like, just let y'all know.
Yo,
But
you
yeah,
are
the
funny.
ball is super innovative. Like, you know what I mean? Like the fucking quarantine radio, the NFT shit. Now
Quarantine radio was huge.
making fucking records from jail that sound like better than
Quality, right?
a independent artist that's on the street.
Right. No, boy,
Tory's a goat, man. I'm trying to tell you, he gonna go down in history. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
He vicious.
But free that man, man. He got a son. He got family. You know what I mean? He has a future. And I don't think he shot that girl. I think he should be home. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line.
All right, cool. Okay. What do you think? Is this the first you're hearing of this?
Yeah, I mean, I approve of anybody's right to file an appeal. And go through the legal system to the fullest of its extent to argue their case. Do I think that this appeal will be successful? I don't know. Remains to be seen.
Well, you know, there's a rumor that the actual scene of the stuff that happened, the events that happened that night, was captured on recording on the phone. So you think that if there's
I
a
think
video,
there's more cameras than that in that neighborhood.
right? But not even just that. This is a personal phone. You know what I'm saying? But do you think that if that's released to the courts and it's shown that he didn't do it, do you think he'll still be in prison or no?
So
The charges wasn't that, though. And that's what make it weird.
What was the charges?
Can you look that up again, K, what he got convicted of?
it was weapons charges.
And inciting and shit like that. It wasn't like directly like he shot her.
Like attempted murder
Yeah. It was like he
or even aggravated assault?
I forget how to say that shit, man. But I know that everything we was arguing before he got sentenced wasn't what he got sentenced for.
Oh.
He got sentenced for a bunch of lesser shit that add up to what he got.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to figure out though is what the grounds
Of appeal?
of the appeal are.
Well, you do have the driver that some funny shit happened with him, and then he popped up last minute like,
Right.
yo, they ain't let me talk.
Yeah, that was very weird.
And he was there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the neighbor that told that story that kind of sounded crazy. You had a witness that was actually the defense's witness and switched sides.
Yeah, it's a lot of
It was a lot of weird stuff that
webby
happened.
shit going on in there. Like, funny.
And it might be something to that. How y'all grab my witness? Like, what just happened?
I'm gonna put this out there. The gun that was recovered from the situation was a pearl handle 25.
Right.
That doesn't sound like a man's gun.
A man's gun or a rich man's gun.
And if you first of all, I don't know man want no 25. And if you
I mean, that's also you can get your hands on it.
if you
beat it.
traveling, but this is the twist. If you traveling and somebody put you on or something, that's not what they hand to you neither.
Right.
That ain't what the hood got. Like that ain't what
Glocks.
that ain't
Hood
what
got Glocks and 9s. We all know that.
You just like, yo, don't bring the switch joint. Like, come on, man. Like, no.
Don't bring the K this time.
Like, stop. Like,
The
I
K.
don't need all that. Cut it out. Cut it out. But I mean, hopefully, like I said, if the homie is innocent, the boy is innocent, let him out. I really don't like how she carried a lot of stuff, and so it even makes me feel even more so like at some point you might just gotta break even.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was inconvenienced for a while. You got your little get back. Now let him come home and be the star he is.
Let him come home so he can find CCASH, man. I was signed to one umbrella, no problem.
Oh, that's what we was doing with this?
No,
I ain't know
I'm
we
just
was
saying.
marketing the Oh, alright.
So
Oh, alright.
going back to
Just
the
saying, like,
No, cause I mean now I need a percentage. It's cool. It's cool.
you gonna get your percentage
So-
once this clip go viral.
going back to the Tory Lanez appeal. So one, I want to know what the grounds for appeal are. And two, an appeal is retrying the case itself. What I do think would be appropriate here is a resentencing. I do think the sentence of 10 years was a bit ridiculous for the evidence or lack thereof. So I agree with you on that part. But the appeal itself, I would have to see what the grounds is, whether there is new evidence, whether there's new witnesses that are actually going to testify.
I think it's actually
all that
both.
stuff.
Right.
I think there's actually both, and that's why what you just said right before that is why I said what I said earlier about
Right.
why you might just wind up with a sentence reduction that'll add that'll account for time served.
Right.
Because he was sitting before he got sentenced too. That time counts also.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't realize that. Like, you can fight it from outside, but if you sitting, that's retroactive.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
Because you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
So if you sat there, then you're already serving time
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason. And it might not always get accounted for, but if you got a good lawyer, it will.
So Taya's in the comments. She said, hey.
Yo, Ty, congratulations again on a successful event a couple weeks ago, man. I had a ball.
And then she also said that Meg never pressed charges. The state did.
Yep.
And the charges were gun without a license, discharging a firearm in public, and he was on probation at the time.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
None of the charges was he shot her.
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to
it was
figure out.
based on everything wrapped
It
around.
was everything but that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, then you got the neighbor that said, well, the little guy, I saw him, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, what? Yeah, so it got weird. But thank you, Ty. I appreciate you for that. Because that's what I was trying to explain to people. Like, we was worried about the wrong shit.
True.
And mind you, still might be some leeway in that. Depending on what else they can bring to light. But these lawyers get paid a lot of money to dig up shit.
For sure.
Private investigators is on Deckington. So we gonna see what happens.
But chill with that Ing 10. You might start beefing with the bull. Like, I don't know.
I don't even know who I beef with if I said that. My bad.
You know what? That's Chia Mac shit. He do everything with the Ing 10.
Man, we've been doing that since the 90s. We're not doing that, man. Y'all not hijacking all my shit, man. Damn.
I'm just saying that's what he do. Everybody know for that.
Listen, man. All right.
Chia Mackington, Backpackington, all the Rackington.
That's all good, but
that's what he do.
I got a homie named Gates that's just silly, and he used to just talk like that.
No, I could dig it.
And we all just picked up certain joints. You know what I'm saying? But
anything else on Tory Lanez before we move on?
I mean, his biggest fan.
Free Tory, man.
All right.
Real shit. And
way to close it out.
I'm still streaming all your shit, bro.
Even your jail tapes.
All the jail tapes is fire.
I heard. Niggas waiting on another Chicks tape.
Nah, listen.
Niggas waiting for to come home getting that vibe.
Gotta come home
what
first.
You
if he drop a Chicks tape from jail, then he's gonna start questioning me.
Yeah. What are you on? Chicks tape 7 now?
No. 5. 5 is just called Chicks tapes.
Okay, so it's 5.
Yeah.
Wow, you really are the biggest
No,
fan.
when I said on 7, I thought he had 6 out. So if he's on 5, then I was one off.
Yeah, it's the 5th one is just called Chicks tape.
Yeah, because I was like, they want.
Well, all the actual artists from the remix is on there.
I remember he did the he talked about that. I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, so you can't say he's stealing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's a hell of a nod. That's actually brilliant. Nobody's done that as much as people is famous for jacking everybody.
It's fucking innovative.
That's brilliant.
People don't do this shit that he's done. You know what I'm saying?
Brilliant.
And
okay, where we going?
Been in the game for only 10 years.
Let's talk about Lizzo.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't heard from Lizzo in a while. I haven't really heard nothing new from her in a long time.
Because all she did was prove everybody right.
Wow.
So
she went Ozempic.
What's been happening in recent Lizzo news is everybody's had a rumor going around that Lizzo's on Ozempic because she's been losing weight. She's posting a lot of pictures of herself recently with the weight loss.
On the balcony with the bathing suit.
Exactly. And yes, she has been denying the rumors. So in an ironic move, she decided to make an Ozempic costume for Halloween and post these pictures.
I think that's fire.
I think it is too. I think kind of feeding into the rumors and twisting them in her own way and like using it to get her own press is dope.
It's kind of a way to say, yeah, I did it, so what?
Or a way to say, like, we gonna keep joking. I'm gonna joke too. Like, you can't laugh harder than me. My mom always said, yo, it's not as fucking fun to them if you laugh too. Be able to laugh at yourself.
Right.
When you realize, like, I'm the butt of the joke, but motherfuckers realize it ain't killing you, then it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. You just gotta be strong enough for yourself to either ignore what else happens after that, or be like, I can deal with it.
Like,
I like it.
When niggas call me bald, I just laugh like, that's cute, that's funny.
Well, it's crazy because it's not much that nobody can say to you, me, Lizzo that hasn't been said before.
Right.
Like, you're going to get the same references all of the damn time. So if you haven't built a thick skin or a comeback or a giggle or a chuckle, then that's on you.
Right, for sure.
Well, so, and Amen Ra just said this in the chat. He said, what's wrong with taking weight loss supplements if you want to be healthy? And I feel like that was part of Lizzo's statement here with making this a thing. It's like, no, I'm not on Ozempic, but like, if I was,
and then
so what?
And then I also think that, like, we got to realize that somebody saying that they didn't do it is not because they're looking down on people that do it. It's because they did some work that they want to be accounted for. Like, if you put hours in the gym and everybody say, you just did the Ozempic thing because everybody's doing Ozempic, that would hurt your fucking feelings.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I could also be corny and just show me sweating every day in selfies, or I could just reach my goal and have myself as motivation to pop back out on you motherfuckers with a different body.
And I think, honestly, too, once she did this shit with the costume, Ozempic might have a check for her.
They might. But what I do realize, though, a lot of people that said they didn't do it through Ozempic didn't say they didn't try Ozempic. Ozempic doesn't agree with a lot of people either.
Yeah.
It's just like if we was both in pain,
Right,
you might be able to take a Nurk 5. I can't. You know what I mean?
Or like you might take Motrin, but that should give me acid reflux.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it'd be weird stuff that be like, well, I did go that way, but that lasted 3 days. Laid in bed for 4 days and said, I ain't doing that again.
Everything ain't for everybody.
So that's the thing. It's nothing wrong with it. One thing that we learn though is people that like the quickest way possible to losing weight usually do not wind up the healthiest. They usually mentally and physically have some kind of relapse, some kind of problem after that, and it's not sustainable.
I just think it should be gradual.
I think you need to work for certain things in life, and if it's extreme circumstances, like the same reason people was getting gastric bypass supposedly was because they had tried to lose the weight, it wasn't working, and their weight was bad for their health, so they needed something else to help them get there.
Right.
If you're using it for that, then that's cool. But a lot of the times you gotta work your way down. It's like growing your hair. You gotta go through that ugly phase first and then get to where
we
you
want to see a
proud
transition. That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't like when people be like if y'all see me today at 250, then in next Monday I come in here 175. Y'all gonna be like, hold up, who the fuck is Bull?
And why is hair so big?
Right.
But I mean, it's a lot of things to it. It's a lot.
Diddy.
Yo.
It's a lot of things to it though. But like at the same time, we don't know the long-term effects. Like, this is a prescribed medication for a specific disorder, for diabetes, right? Now you got people that don't have diabetes that are able to benefit from one portion of what the medication does. We don't know if you're supposed to keep popping that shit in yourself if you don't need the other part.
Right.
Like, people jump on stuff before there's been 5 or 10 years worth of people doing it.
I don't like the fact that everybody
it's the same with the body transformation stuff. Like, y'all was putting coke in your butt because you thought it was the way, and then you found out shit crazy. You lost half an ass cheek. Like,
nobody
can't
wants
just
to
jump
take
on
the
stuff
stairs.
when it's new.
Yeah, stop taking the stairs, y'all. I mean, start taking the stairs, y'all. Stop taking elevators. Like,
And you know what? I'm a skinny nigga, and literally at work, I walked up 4 flights of stairs one day and said, you know what? That shit hurt. I'm gonna do this every morning.
you're not really skinny. You're a little flabby. You just like out of shape, not fat type bull.
Whatever. But I decided to literally take the stairs. And I did that for a long time.
Nah, I respect it.
Amin Ra said he lost 100 pounds from diet and exercise.
Congratulations, man. That's so fire.
Fire.
I love the dedication.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. Like, we all running races and journeys and shit. If you could lose a bean off of going hard, that's something to be super proud of. Even when you put a little 10 on, you like, you know what? I'm gonna knock this off. I got this.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to look, and hopefully you don't look down on yourself if you fluctuate, but we all go up and down 5 pounds on a regular. So sometimes you have a good week, and that might be a dimskum.
I mean,
You might have to flush.
real quick life lesson. I just know for sure, right? And I'm pretty sure you can elaborate with this too. Because I was in the streets and, you know, I committed certain acts or whatever. Like, I understand that instant gratification is not respected. Not even by you.
Yep.
So if you was 600 pounds and you take Ozempic and you come down to 176, you might go back to 6 or 7.
Or 350.
Yeah, or 400. You know what I'm saying?
And 9 times out of 10, you ain't 6'3".
But if you work your way down from dedication and motivation and true instincts, you're going to respect it.
And you're going to build different habits. And you're going to know how you got there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, certain things you just got to do. I know somebody personally that went through a crazy health situation last year. And I see this person all the time, and she's coming down in weight. But she's changed a lot of things about diet and habits and things since then. And she wasn't doing bad before, but now she's so conscious of the things because, you know, it was so traumatizing to her.
That's great.
That she's just randomly dropping weight, and she's like, I don't want to look like a crackhead. But it's like, sweetheart, you gonna come down for a little while. And even when you losing weight, and you could probably attest to this, you hit a wall sometime.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That wall is real.
Yeah.
So you gotta let it go while it's going, as long as it's healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
As long as you're not missing nutrients and hydration and, you know what I mean, the things that you need to be sturdy. Let that shit go, man, if it's going.
Well, and Taya just brought up a great point in the chat. She said diet versus lifestyle change.
Right.
Lifestyle
And
change.
You can't live in a calorie deficit for your entire life.
Nope.
Like,
Right.
it just does not work. At some point, if you continue to be in a calorie deficit, you're going to have mental health issues. You're going to have fatigue. You're not going to be able to live your life to the fullest in general.
This is a
So you need to
and
be
traveling becomes crazy.
you need to, you know, if you are trying to lose weight, you need to find those places where it's like, okay, you know, this week I've watched my calories, I've been in this deficit for a while, I can tell that my body is starting to feel it, I've lost a couple of pounds, like, let's make sure that I'm staying extra hydrated, let's make sure I'm getting enough sleep, let's make sure that next week I take a couple of days to make sure that I'm not being calorie deficient and I'm being nutrient aware. Mm-hmm. And all of those things are going to combine to make sure that you're living a healthy lifestyle.
Wild.
And what'd you say?
While trying to achieve your goals.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
No, and that's why we got you here, because she broke that down beautifully. She
Fire.
killed that. She killed that. Shout out to K, man. I give you that for that.
You gotta get a noise for K, like an AK-47 blasting off, like
That's crazy.
that'll be fire to you. You know what I mean, on the soundboard.
I gotta get somebody saying one term that somebody nicknamed her a while ago, and we'd be good. But there's a
I mean, that's cool too.
there was something else I wanted to say, and I just lost it real quick. No big deal. But
Don't blame it on me.
no, I'm not going to. That's why I said it's no big deal.
Oh, and one more thing I wanted to say about that. For women especially, you need to sync your dieting to your cycle. Like, first and foremost, if you aren't thinking about where you are in your monthly cycle in terms of what nutrients you're putting in your body and whether you're being calorie deficient or not, you're already doing it wrong. Because as women, you know, we have extra hormones that are released at certain times a month. Our body is doing extra processes at certain times of the month. Like, you need to make sure that you are doing what you can to take care of your health.
Similar to if you have to fast and stuff. Like, yeah, you got to be aware of what you're doing when you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But something else I was thinking of. I know a lot of times when women go to lose weight, they have a target direct amount of weight they want to lose, because they want to be shaped like or look like when they was that specific weight. And I never wonder why they wouldn't want to see how fit they could get. But part of it is, and I think this ties into the quick methods to losing weight that you didn't work for. When you working your way down, you ain't worried about having the huge ass. You know, you about to tighten your whole thing up, have them thighs popping and all of that. You know what I mean? You could look good a different thick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's a thing too. I think sometimes, like, Motherfucker be like, if I just lose 15 pounds, and you be looking at him like, probably about 35. But why 15? You won't say that. You be like, why 15? And they be like, no, because at 15, then I won't have. And then this is, and it's like, well, you don't really need all that, baby. Like, your joints is carrying some of that. But whatever. You know,
That's
not
funny.
to bash nobody, but I think that sometimes when you cheat, you don't get the excitement of saying, well, I could tone this up and make this look like that, and then I could do the thing.
So Taya said, this time I have not set a goal at all.
Good job.
That gets frustrating when you hit a wall. It does.
Yep. But
yes.
The wall should be, the wall is where either you figure it out or you reach out to somebody that can help you change or switch something and add something to your thing. It should be exciting at a certain point after the initial frustration.
Or sometimes you just gotta recognize when the wall's necessary. Like, you know, sometimes you gotta feed your body. You gotta make sure that you're doing those extra things and getting those extra
like that.
calories. And
I like that.
I think that that's fine. The wall can be part of the process, and that's what I think people don't give themselves the grace with.
Yeah, you get, but see, when you working towards something, you get frustrated.
Yeah, of course.
And just like, you know, you might have a homie you hang out with every weekend. He start getting to the gym. He start feeling like he working against himself, drinking with you. You ain't gonna see him on the weekend no more because he working towards something. He feel like he lost about 8% of that workout fucking with you the other day.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, these things is real,
You might
but
gotta change.
sometimes you need to come have a beer.
Right.
Just get a light one. Sometimes you need to come have a beer, bro. Kick it. Depress. Decompress.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah, and Amin Rao just said it again. Being consistent and disciplined is the hard part. Facts.
What's your motivation? What do you look to stay disciplined? If you don't mind me asking, if you don't mind sharing, I should say, because I know I didn't ask anything too crazy. But let's get into another topic real quick, because we could beat this motherfucking diet shit with a broomstick all night.
Especially you.
Especially with the chat, because they giving good feedback and everybody can relate to whatever. You know what I mean?
No, I'm joking.
You ever tried to be nice in ball? You had to go through something.
No, for real.
Try to switch your position in football. You had to do something.
He said his discipline came from not buying new clothes.
Wow.
Yo.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's true though.
I like it. I like
That
it.
is so true.
He knew his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he got right. I like it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Congratulations again, bro. Keep it up
100.
if you want to.
Let's get into some sports.
Stay healthy though. Let's do it. Let's have some fun.
All right. What do we talk about first? Let's talk about this statue.
Can we talk about this statue?
So, Miami Heat unveiled a new statue of Dwayne Wade. And as you can see from the image, it got a lot of reactions. I personally don't think it looks anything like him. And I'm staring at it, struggling to see any sort of resemblance in the face. But what do you guys think?
You wanna go first, Sammy?
I'll go first. Shout out to Breakfast Club, right?
Uh-huh.
Because Charlemagne made 2 good points, which he's been in this game so long, he looks beyond things that we don't even think about, right?
Right.
But he said 2 things that made sense. He said, 1, this is an action shot. This is literally a reenactment of after a play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like after him scoring.
Yeah.
And like it's one of the ones his mouth's open, his jaws are back. So it's not going to look exactly like him anyway. But then the other point that he made was, how many statues really look like the person in the face? Or do we just recognize the motion? Like the Jordan statue in the face is weak, bro.
Yeah.
The Shaq joint too, and that's new.
Right.
You know what I mean? They clowned the AI joint for being small before they realized that that's the positioning of those statues where they was at.
Right.
But it's like a lot of the times, and that AI one actually look like them.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's a smaller piece.
Right.
When do the statues really look like these people? And historically, we're used to seeing statues of people that ain't even alive no more.
Right.
So like that them Columbus statues, they like the Jesus painting. They like whoever the fuck decided this is what he looked like. This is what we made him look like the rest of the time. We don't know if that's what he looked like.
Right.
right? So I think that it's a hell of an honor. I think D Wade had fun with it because I think everybody saw the joke. They didn't see the tears. He was crying during the whole, build up to the induction and all of that. He gave a decent speech and then he cracked the joke because D Wade is lighthearted and he said, "But who is that guy?" Mm-hmm. And that was funny. But I don't think they go and resculpt it. Like it is what it is and it's there.
I think it does look a little grotesque to a descent.
It looks like an old man.
An older man.
Well, the proportions are off too.
To be honest, if you're talking about any type of resemblance, Dwayne Wade has like a bigger bottom lip.
It looks like Oscar Robertson.
These lips are like tight.
He look like Oscar Robertson, but if you matter of fact, you just turn it.
I ain't gonna lie.
You just turn it to the side.
It looks slavey.
But when you turn it to the side, right?
I get like slave movie when I see that drawing.
With a basketball jersey on.
Yeah.
Well, they are in Florida in 2024, so who knows who made it.
As the best as a possibility that it could be that type of hint on his shoulder.
Do you think he's really offended by it? And I'm not trying to be funny.
I think if he is offended by it, he has enough wherewithal to curb his true feelings about the situation.
Absolutely, he's a gentleman.
Do we know who the sculptor is?
You could probably Google that, but no, I don't really traditionally know sculptors. I know a couple of people in my personal life that do it, but they ain't
I
D-Wade.
know some sculptors.
I don't know none that's doing D Wade.
My mom and dad.
Oh, fire.
They made me.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew that's what you was gonna say.
They made CCASH. They some sculptors. You heard me?
Man.
Shout out to mom and dad, man. Rest in peace, Tank. Rest in peace, Lean.
They ran out of material when they got up to the face.
Oh man, cut this shit. Not you again.
I knew this sculptor was white.
Lack of better materials.
Not you again talking about my facial features, sir.
Just telling you.
Just tell the people it's cool. We still gonna like you.
That's
all right.
Crazy.
So I do think
That's crazy.
That
talk to me like that.
when they continue to make statues of black icons, they should start to use black sculptors. I think that that's part of the problem here.
I believe that also. Because
I think regardless, like if you're using a white sculptor or an Indian sculptor or whatever heritage this sculptor is that is clearly not black, they're going to default to facial characteristics that are similar to their own or similar to those of their family or people that they readily identify.
Or how they see you.
That too.
You basically saying this looks like a black ass white man.
No, I'm going back to your point that you said that this looks kind of
they do though
slave-esque or whatever, or even caricature-esque.
She's using the proper terms. I made my own word up when I said what I said. So.
Yeah, I think that they need to start giving these opportunities to black sculptors.
Yeah, now, this is another part of it, right? Because damn it if we ain't in the social media age. But when we have icons like Lil Wayne's, Janet Jackson's, Luther Vandross, whoever, right? That are going to have 30 different fucking depictions of them made. Sculpture-wise, them little joints that be in the museums.
Right.
Are we, and I know this one is outside of the arena, which makes it a little more like this should be perfect.
Yeah.
But are we going to be strict on Italy's version, China's version, and everybody else's version of D-Wade? Because D-Wade going to have a China sculpture.
Right.
Right? We know that, right?
Yeah.
He done good business over there.
Yeah.
So it's like, do they all count? This one should be spot on, but we've laughed at joints outside the practice arena because of the size of it.
Right.
Like, can we nitpick every every statue when it's like we putting statues of black men up?
When y'all making sculptures, why not get with the actual person and see if they want to pick out some sculptors?
I think we need to hold people to a higher standard than this.
Yeah, I think so. I think definitely that. But I just want to know what is the chat saying? Because I'm seeing stuff in it.
Yeah, there's a lot in the chat.
Yeah,
so
I don't want to keep talking if they talking.
Taya said this statue is terrible. No excuses.
Fire. Straight to it. I like that.
she said, I understand the vision as far as reenactment, but nah, nobody's statue is this far off. I thought this was an artificial intelligence photo. And Amin Ra said that Florida is wild. I live here, formerly from NYC. So, maybe you understand that Miami mentality.
I said that.
And he said there is a black wax sculptor who's really good. So, yeah, there's plenty of black people who have amazing artistic talent and can do sculptures realistically.
The wax sculptor actually could make a sufficient mold.
Right. Absolutely.
All these are made from molds.
And then Taya said he was invited with his family for the revealing of this statue. Shaking my head. This is unacceptable. And then OG Benny said, statue trash. I could have done better than that.
Benny, yes, he could.
Shout out Gas Gang.
Yo, shout out Benny, man. Benny made that fucking CCASH cover. That shit is fucking amazing, man.
Benny, make me a hood ornament. It's like,
we gotta do Gas Gang ornaments. Every member need an ornament, bro. No bullshit. That'd be fire.
Make me a hood ornament of me, nigga. Like this. What Chris Tucker said on the front of the Rolls Royce, like this, nigga. Put me on the motherfucking Chevy truck.
That's wow.
Nah, that's funny though. But what else they saying? Because we gonna get out of this in a second because we had some fun with this.
Yeah.
Benny said we gotta put that together. Cash.
For sure.
All right, he skipped mine up.
He said, cool. Sammy, laughing face.
All
right, then we good. We gonna figure it out.
Hold up, Benny just sent me something too. Shout this out.
What's going on?
He just sent me.
We lit?
He sent me sports, a new sports podcast.
Okay.
We Talking Sports, Game Changers. He said tap in, is live on YouTube at 7 p.m.
All right, shout out to them.
Game Changer Sports at Game Changer Sports.
Is he one of the personalities on there?
I believe so.
Benny, let me know. If so, either way, congratulations.
Yeah, for sure.
Either way, congratulations. That's fire.
Definitely.
That's fire.
He said yes. Appreciate y'all. It's my show.
Dope. Congratulations, bro, man. Have fun with that shit, man. Tear their ass up. You know how it go.
I know I gotta go over there one day.
I mean, I'm down to slide too. Whatever. I don't know what his vision is, but I'm with whatever makes sense.
Man, I had to watch sports for a whole week. Is a sports show.
You know what I'm saying? For the one time.
So funny. While we got Benny in the chat before he goes live himself, let's talk about Let's Get One Round Straight.
Let's get one round straight.
So we have been talking about this before. It did not go down yet. It is happening this weekend, Saturday, November 2nd. Let's Get One Round Straight. This is an event that features battle rappers, boxing, 3 rounds, 1 minute each. And we have some dope matchups. We have Shotgun Suge versus Shark City Ave. Wow, say that 7 times fast.
Are they fighting or battling?
They boxing.
They boxing.
Okay.
Stumbles versus Snake Eyes.
Which is a grudge match for real.
40
That's
bars.
Box? Okay, wow.
Versus Bonnie Godiva.
Bonnie Godiva is a replacement for
Yoshi. Yep.
Wow.
So you got 2 baddies rumbling.
Don Lady 2 versus
I ran into
Tony
Misfit
Blanco.
this weekend too. Shout out to Misfit.
Don Lady versus Tony Blanco.
Yep. Fettuccine 20 versus Top Floor Loot.
And you know Fettuccine is what's her name husband.
And then
Top Floor Loot.
O-Red versus Stiz, which is the battle the fight I'm most excited for.
Wow.
Yo, what we calling it in the chat, man? What y'all think, man?
I just hope nobody get hurt in this shit in real life. But
so
I'm pretty sure he's gonna have. I'm pretty sure he's required to have paramedics and insurance.
No, I'm not even talking about just that.
All right. No, because this could ruin the career.
Right.
This could fuck your career up.
Yeah, like
we've been waiting to see battle rappers fight for a
yeah,
long time.
Like why would you? I don't know. I don't think that's.
Listen, if you didn't get in the gym, and a lot of niggas, there's a couple niggas on here that's a little chunky that ain't really lost no weight. I seen them a couple weeks ago on 15 Minutes of Fame. That's gonna be on you. You get pancaked.
Right.
Niggas still get tracked to trail it.
Hey, listen, may the best man win in every situation, but I'm looking for the material too. I just want y'all to know. I will use your name in the bar.
I heard that. And another thing, 1 minute, 3 1-minute rounds, and I'm not acting like a minute is a short amount of time to do anything. But if you know anything about a 3-4 minute round, it's a big difference.
Yeah,
I want
that's
y'all.
not that bad. 1 minute rounds is not that bad.
I want y'all in the middle of that fucking ring.
Nah, man. Niggas
I don't want a lot of
too.
dancing. I don't want too much dancing.
Niggas got a box.
No, man, run the punch count up.
Man, that's not
Get
boxing.
your points.
That's not boxing.
They not boxers.
They not, but they're boxing.
There's 3 people in this joint
That's
that really
like saying
know how
they
to
not-
box.
But that's like saying, let's play basketball, but we not basketball players. You still got to play to win.
You'll play a nigga that can't hoop, that can shoot. He's not worried about doing.
All right, well,
nothing
look,
but pulling.
let's get straight to it then. The main event that y'all talking about, Stiz versus Old Red, right? Old Red is like 5'8", 5'9", my size.
Oh, red teeth don't even like stay in his mouth, right?
Stiz, I don't know about his teeth.
I heard
Stiz
his
is
teeth
like
is bad.
6'4".
Yep.
So, do you
And
think
Stiz boxes and old red
right?
fights.
But what I'm saying is, do you think that Stiz strategy is to go out there and stay in the middle of the ring and throw punches at this short dude?
I think old red strategy need to be to stand in the middle of that ring and trade punches.
Old Red, I think Old Red strategy should be to stalk him.
I think
Because
old
Stiz,
red needs to be trying to beat his body the fuck.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you ain't going here. You need to stay right ahead with it.
But
All of that Mike Tyson punch out
listen,
shit
the
ain't gonna
distance
work.
on these two people are crazy.
It's crazy. How you gonna get in there? But every big nigga know you gotta take one to get
So
one.
what I'm saying to you
Every
is,
big nigga know
you
that.
talking about
Do they got
standing in
headgear?
the middle of the ring.
Do they got headgear?
I don't know. If they don't,
I think they got headgear.
they might have it. They should have
They
headgear.
better have headgear.
I would
That's
hope-
all right. Hold on. That
'Cause
segues.
that's a different fight.
That segues into my further topic of the situation about nobody getting hurt. So if they don't got headgear, I think somebody might get hurt outside the ring. Because once somebody, all right, you doing some sports shit, it's cool until you really hurt. And now, of course, your pride is going to be hurt too.
And so is your people that's standing on the side.
Exactly. And there's a whole lot of people going to be at this event that ain't just necessarily A-class citizens.
I got laid out at a basketball game one time.
This
and
is a lot of
6 niggas
testosterone.
walked out the gym and waited outside. And
Niggas fight at battle rap
yeah.
Let's be real.
just
this
because of the
is-
energy. So you talking about battles and fights?
Oh, the gladiator energy that comes from watching boxing too. When you somebody
Who is
like
that?
get busy.
Who is the company that y'all reached out to for y'all metal detectors? I just want to know.
Are you going?
I might.
It's in Newark.
It's
We know where it's at. It should. We know where it's at.
I was telling the people.
It's in Newark. That's
But no,
Newark is treacherous.
One thing about Suge and J400 though,
yeah.
they run clean programs most of the time
Right,
in
right,
their
right.
neighborhood. In their neighborhood.
That's cool.
OG
Not
Benny
saying
said
it's
ain't
100.
nothing gonna happen.
No, I don't think nothing crazy will happen, but I think that certain energies carry over.
And then
I'm
Amin Ra
fantasizing.
said, Newark, I'm good.
Yo, listen, pay-per-view is how much?
Y'all talking about the city
Right.
of New Jersey Drive?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
If the pay-per-view is 75 or less, I'm grabbing it. No cap. I'm not gonna be in the building.
It's worth it to have a seat and comfortable bathroom breaks.
Right. I want to smoke while I watch this. What are you
Yo,
talking about?
that's true shit though. I ain't gonna. You know what I mean?
And
Oh,
then-
OG Benny said it's $40.
oh yeah, we gonna order it on
Yo,
2 TVs.
right. Fight party.
Yo,
So we gonna make a fight party out of that bitch. We gonna have it in the backyard and in the living room.
I'm just saying. I hope it's a successful situation though.
Put it on a
It's
projector. in the
definitely,
fucking big
a lot of
screen.
components to it though.
Oh
But I
yeah.
think
No.
it's definitely exciting. Very.
I think it's fun.
yeah,
I really think it's fun. I think like outside of like we know that Stumbles and Snake Eyes got a real issue. And it kind of died down, but if they gonna fight each other, it's still a real issue, right? Because you gotta carry it that way. But the rest of this is like, all right, we should just see a couple knockouts and some good rumbles.
No, but yeah, but the best part about it is right. If it is successful, now
Build
now
cards.
listen. Now we have an outlet
You going?
for any drama.
Who from Gas Gang? OG Benny. Who from Gas Gang should be on the next card?
He just
What,
said I'm
fighting?
out. Appreciate y'all. He got to jump onto his show.
All right, bro.
It's
Go
7
do your
p.m.
thing, man.
Right,
But
right,
who
right,
you
right.
think?
What
Who from Gas Gang should be on the next card?
fighting?
Yeah.
I think Techions is a boxer. Shout out to HMO Techions. Tech or maybe I don't know. It's probably a lot of people that want to box OG Benny, but I don't think OG Benny want to box you. He might want to put y'all in the box, but I don't know if he want to box you.
OG Benny said none. We not doing no boxing.
We
See?
ain't doing no boxing. You notice Cash ain't say him neither though.
Right.
Nah, I'm not.
Nigga ain't say me at all.
Listen, I'm not doing that. I'm not a boxer. Okay, that's not what I practice and convey my life into. But I do know how to defend myself. And when I do, normally is not in a state of mind of thinking of exhibition or any type of
Rules.
exactly. I'm trying to hurt you. Like, I'm trying to make sure you
nigga,
don't
what was
hurt
that,
me.
man?
You know what I'm saying? And hurt you really bad. And that type of shit, you know, I feel like I just stay away from that. The bars is enough. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Shut
fair.
up.
But in real life, if you try me, I pray for you.
Shout out to Reed and K met Reed before. Low stocky boxing nigga. He nice with his hands. If you stole Reed, he looking on the ground like like he don't even, you know what I mean? He playing with you. But if he gotta go there, he gonna tear somebody's head off. He really be in the gym every week, gladiator sporting. And that's what you niggas really don't know. Leave motherfuckers alone, man. There's people out here that do that shit for fun.
Yeah, more importantly though, I'm just not that person.
People do that shit for fun.
Like
I
I participate, but I'm not.
And
I don't
think-
like violence for real.
And I think Let's Get One Round Straight is just perfect. It's like Suge done did the battle rap shit at a high level. He's doing the film shit.
No, this is innovative.
He's he moving the brand around.
This is very innovative.
And clearly he's offering battle rappers another bag, right?
Right.
There's a
So-
lot of people on his card that might not have had a battle coming up.
Right.
Amin Ra said, I hope it's good, no hate, but it's not something I want to watch every week.
No, I don't think it'll be that because I think it's very hard to get battle rappers to get out there and really put themselves in this position. I think a lot of them are going to wait to see how the outcome of some of these is, like what's at risk.
Right.
They're not going to learn firsthand. But
I'd be cool with this being an annual event, though.
I'm still waiting on Gillie and Wallo to do another boxing event. Man, that shit was all that for $20.
Then he said this going to be a meme fest.
I think, no, it's definitely going to be a meme fest.
That's for
crazy.
sure.
I ain't even think of that.
Yeah.
No, but the crazy thing about battle rap is that it lives on Twitter and Facebook. So it's going to be a bunch of shit flying. Like, Twitter going to turn up.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to think it's an NBA game on. They going to act crazy. Like, real rap. Battle rap loves Twitter.
I know.
I know you know. I don't think everybody know. Like, when they be like, I don't be seeing what be going on. Yeah, because you'll follow nobody.
I'm about to go on there. Somebody told me I need to make it Twitter. I don't really care to be on there though, but somebody told me I should do it just because it's connected.
If you're going to keep making crazy shit to intimidate people and fuck with people, then you need to put it on Twitter so it can be shared.
Yeah.
They don't share the same on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Kay. Where we at?
Where are we at?
Clarissa Shields?
Yeah, let's talk about Clarissa Shields. We were just talking about fighting anyway.
Right.
It's crazy because I peeped in an interview that she had a movie, but I ain't looking up yet.
Every interview that I've seen her in, she's mentioned this movie in some kind of way. I guess they brought it up. It's probably a talking point. Or maybe just them doing good research. But she's excited about it, which makes me excited about it.
Right.
So, let me introduce it.
Yep.
Clarissa Shields is finally getting a movie. So this is going to be released on Christmas Day in theaters. And the movie is called The Fire Inside.
Shout out to Guo.
We watching that, definitely.
Absolutely. So the cast itself is actually pretty star-studded. It includes Brian Tyree Henry,
Fucks with him.
who you guys might recognize from
Oh, yeah, I know him.
a lot of things, actually.
Yeah.
Smile, A Quiet Place, World War Z. Oh, no, I'm not looking at the right thing.
He on the come up.
I meant Transformers,
Right.
Big Mouth,
Right.
Spider-Man, tons of stuff. Atlanta, of course.
Atlanta. He was the main rapper boy.
Yep.
That was my guy.
So, this is gonna be a dope film, and they have also released a trailer for it. Have you guys seen the trailer yet?
Not in entirety, no. I saw it when we was doing pre-production.
Yeah, that's all I saw of it too. I didn't realize that there was a trailer until we started, but
Yeah.
this is a dope situation, and overall, I'm just excited to see her getting some shine because, you know, she's a dope contemporary athlete, and too often we wait until athletes retire to tell their story, and she's already had such a dope career
Exactly.
that I think at this point it's worth telling. I'm excited to see this.
I think that her story up until this point is important to tell. And I think what's scary about having a movie put out about her right now is like, does she fight between now and Christmas? Because she got to win. You know what I mean? And it's like a weird feeling to have when your movie's coming out. But it's kind of like her status right now is so fucking prestige. Like,
so etched in stone.
It's so crazy that it's like, you don't want this to come out unless it's right after a W or we anticipate it like her next win. Does that make sense?
At this point, this is bigger than the next one.
I don't think that she has any announced fights at this time.
Good, because I want her to be able to run the promo and all of that, you know, like have fun with the rollout and all of that stuff in a different way than when a couple months ago she had to pull up probably to the same platforms about her fights. Like, I want her to understand this feeling of being celebrated in this next move.
Right.
Because I think it's fire. I think she's a hell of a personality. And one thing I know about her story and her struggle, it's crazy because you said her career up until this point. It's really her entire story up until this point. But one thing they asked her, why did you start fighting? And she was like, they all for it. My grandmama hop off the porch and fuck you up. Like, you know what I mean? Like all the women in my family was getting it in. They was in the hood they was one of them houses. You know what I'm talking about? Don't fuck with Tristan and them. It's 9 of them. And everybody's coming outside.
Right.
Except Dawn. Dawn gonna chill. But yeah, like, no, she came up in one of those families and she came up in, you know, extremes that, you know, when you that far down, you don't even realize how down you are sometimes. So to watch her with the woke chain and the sexy weigh-in.
And she been rapping.
And if you paid attention to her career, she's somebody that had a hard time finding her look. She's a tomboy, even though she's pretty. But the hair thing with black girls be a lot, right? So a lot of her pictures when she on the stages look crazy.
She definitely need to holler at my folks.
But nowadays it looks like she's gathering that and she's, you know, enjoying that. And it's like, yo, be like, remember when Serena started stepping out here?
Right.
And it was like, oh, you ain't just the diesel chick. You throw on one of them gowns. You look like, It
be the braids. No shit.
Be them braids a lot.
But listen, Clarissa, just go on the gram and type in Styles by _Designy. Like, they got you. They gonna do you in. Like, they gonna do you good.
I like it. I heard what you did there. No, but she been killing it, man. And I think she's fun. I haven't seen it. I've seen a lot of her interviews recently, and even though they touch on a lot of the same topics, she's not robotic at all.
Right.
She's very intentional about what she's saying, but it's not like scripted.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, no, y'all gonna know I'm the GWOAT. Like, that's her whole thing.
I need y'all to know.
I am the GWOAT.
Right.
Oh, and what's her name? Knock her the fuck out next week if she want me to.
Right.
Like, she be on that time.
Thanks.
And I love it, yo. I love how she treated her troll. Everybody look up Clarissa Shields versus her troll and watch how this girl had 8 seconds of boxing and didn't want to come back out the corner. It got bad fast. Bad. I love her, man. She's a dope person.
No, that's dope that she's got a movie and boxing and doing all types of
I'm
great
watching
things.
this movie twice.
Yeah, and then she was talking about fighting a guy and
you know how excited I am about her story? It's similar to like when I heard like the BMF show was coming. It's like I really want to know her backstory. Like I really seen this.
Yeah, in detail, right?
Yeah, like I'm seeing a butterfly. Where did this come from? You know what I mean? And I know calling her a butterfly might be disrespectful.
She definitely
but
came
I'm seeing
out
her
of nowhere.
full bloom and it's like
she came out of nowhere and just took over.
We've been seeing you for how many years? 2, 3? And then you tell your story and you're like, no, it was this and then it was that. And then they put me in a boxing gym with all boys. And then it's like, no, I need to see that. You know what I mean? I need to see that.
Process it.
It feel like The Wire or something. Like it's weird.
It's fire.
No, I like it.
It's a good thing.
And I'm not trying to downgrade it. I'm just saying like how much we'll probably fuck with that as a community.
Yeah, for sure. For the culture. For sure. No, I don't think no guy has done it like her at this point.
No, and not had a movie this early like this. And I think that we've gotten the movie about the Williams sisters' dad. That's going to be something that fathers show their daughters, and this will probably be one of those too. where you got a daughter that might be athletic or might whatever, need a little bit of pick me up, and you be like, watch this movie, Netflix and chill with my daughter tonight.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, for
and
sure.
Showing something like this
on Christmas, that dropping on Christmas is fire.
It's fire. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Kay, anything else?
No, I think we pretty much covered this.
Cash killed that
I'm spiking eggnog.
for your daughter.
No, for myself while I watch the movie with my daughters.
That's not spiking. That's making you drink.
All right, whatever you want.
Spiking is the punch bowl. These new kids.
You wouldn't know that. That's crazy.
These new kids, man.
They don't make a hotline on you for spiking shit.
I don't spike shit.
You just said what it was though in detail, like you mean knew from experience though.
I'm very aware of what's going on around me. Trust me.
Are you guys ready to get into some basketball?
Let's do it.
Sure.
He don't know nothing about basketball. Oh, hold on. Can we do this first?
I actually play basketball though.
I got a special request.
Okay.
Can we do the DJ Clark Kent joint?
Sure.
What is that?
Rest in peace, DJ Clark Kent, first and foremost.
Damn, yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace, DJ Clark Kent.
And it's not weird to say rest in peace and give a round of applause because in my head, it's all the same when you somebody that done dope stuff. You know? Like you get both.
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people realize DJ Clark Kent was a DJ forever. He was also a producer. He produced a lot of your favorite hits. Kay can actually Google the list of things that he produced real quick if she don't mind for me because I don't want to like my list is like super Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Like he done a lot. But somebody that everybody that knows him always says is an immaculate gentleman. Somebody that reaches out to you, good or bad, and keeps it straight with you. But if he comes at you negatively and says, yo, I didn't like that, he has a solution.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
And you know that kind of energy.
You gotta love that because most times motherfuckers always got
something to say.
Something to say about what you got going on, and guess what they don't have is a fucking solution.
Yep. And people don't realize like the relationship between Big and Jay. Jay. So we wouldn't have known Jay-Z if it wasn't for Clark Kent. Possibly.
I got some of his discography up.
Go ahead.
A lot with Rakim.
Yep.
Slick Rick. Obviously Jay-Z, the Fugees.
Any songs that stand out to you? Any records that you know?
Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The Master, Rakim.
Mm-hmm.
The Art of Storytelling, Slick Rick.
Yep. Crazy joint.
Talking about the one where you talk about the all the years about pull this trigger, that joint?
No, that's Children's Story.
Oh, right.
Art of Storytelling was the one with the Muppets in the video.
Yeah, I ain't know that one.
Yeah.
He worked on In My Lifetime.
Yep.
Oh, that's fire.
He worked on Make It Rain by Lord Tariq and Peter Guns.
Yep.
Lots of stuff.
No, like his thing is crazy, but what happens too is like there was a period of time when he was trying to break, like he's super Brooklyn, right? So that's why he told Big, yo, you gotta fuck with this kid Jay-Z. But at the same time, remember there's a time where you heard a lot of mixtape records from Jay-Z that was R&B features.
Right.
And some of them didn't blow up. Those was his attempts at breaking Jay-Z. Like that was part of it. You know what I mean? Like he was getting them on every R&B feature he could find.
Right.
Just to like break them to the masses because this is my street guy.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And it's like he done that for a lot of people. And he died, if y'all not aware, he had a 3-year or more bout with colon cancer that he actually kept a secret.
Fuck.
While still working consistently, still doing interviews. He was on Math Hoffa podcast within the last 3 years. Always showing good face, always being fly. Had one of the illest sneaker collections in the world. He might be top 3, top 5. It's like him, Mayor, and a billionaire 12-year-old in Abu Dhabi or something. Like, it's like he one of them. But on top of that, like, if you didn't know, you never would know that he was going through it. So much so that I heard Ebro and them speaking to it today, and they said, I heard about his situation, I discussed it with him, and then I kept seeing him, and I assumed that he had a positive transition that I wasn't aware of because he still looked good. He still was in good spirits. So that's just a testament to that man and his character and still showing up for people when he was going through all of that stuff, right? But like, yeah, 3-year bout with colon cancer. He succumbed to it. He has a family, as we all know. He has a legacy that sadly we'll find out more and more about after his passing. And people will hopefully look him up and realize that a lot of the things that you looked at as trends or moments and stuff, he was a major part of making that happen. A huge part of making that happen. And he gave some of you niggas swag, and y'all ain't even know it because he was dressing your favorite rappers. Not directly, but like when we in the studio, we give it looks. You know what I mean? Where you get that? What is that? Oh, that's my man. I go down there tomorrow, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get you the new Pelly. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, shout out to and rest in peace to DJ Clark Kent. Anybody else want to say anything? Because I'm a ramble about Clark.
Yeah, man, it's fire, man. Everything you just said, fire.
Taya said, that's a great way to be remembered. Criticism without an alternative is just noise, and he had a great legacy.
Absolutely. I mean, like, it's phenomenal, everybody he's worked with. And then we can look at his discography. We don't know who he set up 3-way calls with, who he told meet me at the cafe real quick and sat him next to somebody. You know what I mean? Who he tied together backstage or whatever have you. Like, you don't know how much people do that there's no stat pad for it when you in entertainment.
For sure.
And you understand that. If you don't say certain things, people will never know. And there's certain things you would never say because it's not that deep to you. But if you pass and somebody say, nah, man, this nigga actually introduced me to motherfucking such and such, then it was up from there. Then it means something to them. And he kills it on both sides, man.
No, some G shit. I've been over here being quiet and shit, but it's because
the colon cancer thing.
Yeah, and from what I know about that, that's not like nothing you get like real symptoms from.
I lost a very young old head to colon cancer when I was a kid. I mean, like,
I said that to say. So I said that to say, like with him holding down a secret and all that, like, we gotta take better care of ourselves.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta, when we, have certain things going on, we gotta go check on it and make sure we right. You know what I'm saying? In the back of our minds, we want to just pull through and think it, think the best and not the worst, but we don't know. We gotta, do these things to get ahead of things before they get to, a fatal state.
Yeah.
Especially
3 years.
when you're talking about people that got kids and families and shit, like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, personally, I've had some symptoms that could correlate to that. And that's why I've been like a little taken back.
I seen you. I know when you fell back. I seen it. No, but
so I'm saying that to even incite myself, like, we gotta
get on it.
Take better care of ourselves.
I'll keep it G with you, and I got a witness. I went to a recent physical after a while of not going to physicals and shit like that, and she was like, "Well, what are you worried about? What do you want to look into? What are we doing?" I'm like, "I know I'm 42, so there's certain things I'm supposed to be checking into around now." You know what I mean? And she gave me the list of what needs to be, whatever. But that's how I went in, straight from the gate. Just tell me if it's colon cancer check time, like colonoscopy time, let me know. Like, I'm not even tripping. Like, because I know too much now. And like I said, I learned at a young age that it could come so early. Like, that man wasn't even at the age she says I'm supposed to be at to get checked.
How old was he?
My man was in his 30s, like 32.
Damn, for real?
Died from colon cancer, bro.
Damn.
No bullshit. He from the block. Like, he part of the tattoo. You see what I'm saying? And also, one thing that I failed to mention earlier while listening to the Breakfast Club, Envy actually alluded to why they always talk about get checked. And he said that was Clark Kent telling them all the time, like, yo, don't tell nobody what's going on with me, but make sure your audience knows to get checked. So they saying it on the radio every week because of him. You know what I mean? People he saved indirectly through that, they got millions of listeners.
Yeah.
Millions of people. That a couple of them was like me, and when the doctor was like, "Give me all the tests," right? And they might have found something early enough to save you. So man, shout out to Everything Connected. I want some more comments. I know we got some more comments.
Yes, we do. Shout out to Streets. He's in the chat.
My guy.
He says, "What's up?"
That's the wizard.
Taya said, "You have to keep it a secret or you won't get booked for gigs. Same thing happened with Chadwick Boseman." And you're totally right.
In a lot of ways, yeah. Clark Kent, not necessarily, because even though we say DJ, and he was DJing, a lot of the times, like, that's already stuff that's signed and sealed. He's not somebody that got hot. You know what I mean? Or was a constant tour DJ or anything.
Yeah.
He's been beyond that.
Yeah.
So he's a legacy at this point. So he kind of had control over that. And Clark Kent is actually, and I don't want to speak too crazy, he's been in a good place for a long time. Financially.
Right.
For what we know. Yeah. He wanted his man, listen, God bless, man. God bless.
All right.
Sheesh.
Let's get into some basketball now.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Thank you, Taya, for sticking with us. You're giving us good feedback always.
Absolutely. All right. Let's talk about my Sixers. So before we get into the graphic, my Sixers, well, we're now 1 week into the NBA season. And my Sixers
And I've been having a ball. But go ahead.
have had a rough start to their season. They've had 2 losses, and then they finally won in overtime on Sunday.
Great game, too.
Great game. But part of the reason that they have had such a rough start to the season is because our 2 of our stars, let me not say that, 2 of our stars are currently on the injury report. So Embiid announced before the start of the season that he would be avoiding playing back-to-backs, and that injury management and load management was going to be a big focus for him when it comes to playing time. So with that, he has not played the first 3 games at all. And of course, Paul George hyperextended his knee in the preseason, so he has been out dealing with that injury.
I've done that before.
With the Embiid announcement, a lot of speculation started to happen about how many games he would end up playing, what this would end up looking like in terms of the season moving forward. And of course, the NBA never likes when their stars don't play. So they have already announced that they are launching an investigation into this playing time matter. So with all of this news about Embiid, my first question for you guys is, do you think he's going to play on Wednesday?
Shit, no. I don't, like, with Embiid, until they tell me he's playing, especially when it's stuff like this, because they keep everything about Embiid secret. He'll have an injury we all seen him get, and then they'll give us 3 different reports that don't say the same thing, and then say, well, we're still looking into his knee. Bro, we know what we saw. The nigga on the sideline diagnosed it. We've been athletes, you know what I mean, and commentators a whole lot. Like, what are you talking about? And they play those games with him, so it's like phantom injuries. Like, you don't know until you know, and even when they tell you something, it's not true. And that's been proven throughout the last 3 years with him.
Right.
They don't keep it real about his injury. So no, I don't believe that he'll be playing Wednesday. What do you think?
I think it's crazy.
Answer the Wednesday question. She got another question. We gotta get to the Wednesday question.
All right. So the Wednesday question. Hold on. What's the Wednesday question again?
Is he playing on Wednesday this week? He has not played yet this season. Is he playing on Wednesday? Let me be clear. He did have a practice session for media Monday and Tuesday before the season started, but he did not play in any preseason games either. But he did play in the Olympics.
What are you playing?
We are playing, I want to say the Spurs. Let me check.
Saturday and Sunday, we was talking about the fact that this nigga was about to be able to scrimmage 5-on-5 soon. That's not about Wednesday. Like you don't just get back into scrimmaging and jump back full NBA with a bad knee.
We're playing the Pistons.
Detroit is a winnable game. Well, and that's the part of it too. Like Can we get to the second part of the question? Because this is what I need to get to.
Sure. So my second part of the question is, do you think that this is all cap and hiding an underlying unannounced injury, or is this actually load management? And do you think it's going to continue to go this way throughout the rest of the season?
I don't know, y'all. I'm not sure.
I'll tell you my
Y'all better
opinion.
than me.
And I've said this to Kay before, off mic, off camera. I believe Embiid doesn't know how to lie, yo. I believe every time Embiid says something that goes crazy, he's just being honest, yo.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that, like, it'd be like shit that, like, your trainers and your coaches told you, but you're not supposed to tell no fucking body.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're under investigation because you said you wasn't going to play no back-to-backs before the season started.
Right.
Why would you say that? At least let us watch you fall first.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if it is, I mean, and it is load management because you know that, I mean, if we want to look at stats, and sports are done by statistics and numbers nowadays, which is, it depends on how you feel about it, how you feel about that. Like, that's 50-50, right?
Right.
He never is healthy enough to go into the playoffs healthy if he plays over so many games. So if he has to play so many games and then be good in the playoffs, then maybe we subtract 15 games.
Yeah.
How many
It's a
back-to-backs do the Sixers have in a season? I believe it's 15.
What? 15
Back-to-backs. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Or less.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like out of 82, and if you win in the championship, you're talking about 100 plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you could just say, well, shit, this year, he's going to be able to do it. You can't say that. So they might have had that conversation with him, like, big fella, we got to be realistic.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That makes sense.
his silly ass got asked the question and told the truth. I don't think he know how to lie, yo. I really don't think he know how to lie. And I think he gets in trouble every time he does this.
You say he told the truth.
Remember, he got in trouble in the last season. They asked him about the team. He said them niggas, like, he went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he just say what he think or what he's been told. And I think that that's the problem. I think none of this exists. We're not even having this conversation about him being investigated. It's like getting internal affairs called on you because you let your gun off in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just stupid.
Stupid, very. Very.
That's just stupid. That's movie shit. Who the hell just tells the press, I'm not going to play that much this season? Before the season start.
So Taya said she thinks he will play Wednesday, but he won't play the game after that. And people need to lower their expectations. He's never played 82 games. He said the Sixers told him not to play back-to-backs.
No, but that's what he actually was saying, and that's my whole point. Fuck that. Did you see what he just signed for?
That's my point. That and ticket sales.
And I'm not into comparing contracts because you got to do it city by city. And Philly is a working class city. You know what he just got for bad knees?
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Like, and they was mad at Maxey. And we see Maxey might get 50 next week again. Like
Yo.
He's playing.
Yeah.
Get hurt and all that. Come right back.
Right.
And he young.
Don't give him no.
But Embiid got about 8 years of basketball under his belt.
Right.
I know that's a lot of joints and stuff, but like, bro, when you get 170 extra.
Well, and not for nothing, but we have Kyle Lowry playing ridiculous amounts of minutes.
Shout out to North Philly.
And he's on his 19th year in the league.
Yeah, thick body boy too. He dragging hoops around.
Playing all that defense. Like, what are we talking about?
Snapping.
And it's crazy
That's the
because
third
one
thing.
thing. No, because Kay said something funny yesterday.
You
So that was actually an
You
insider.
said thick body bull.
No, it was definitely
It was
a
an
joke at what I
insider
said.
because of what Kay said yesterday. No bullshit. But the thing about Kyle is, one thing I've always said since Villanova is like, he reminds you of a North Philly guard or certain New York guards where they be undersized, but they give the big men headaches. Mm-hmm. They down there snatching rebounds from 7-footers and shit. They just in the mix. They trying to get off. You know what I mean? They getting offensive boards and shit. Mm-hmm. Kyle is still playing with that energy 19 years later, bro. Mm-hmm. You know he ain't got his first step like he used to.
Right.
He came in the game yesterday at one point just to inbound the fucking ball right.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
And he coached the whole third and fourth quarter. Right. If he really pay attention, he ain't sit down.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah, man, shout out to Kyle. But like, it's people that's putting up the effort they're putting up for what they getting paid, bro. You just got super paid again.
Yeah.
Super paid again. And it's
We
not
wanna see you
baseball
play.
where you just got to hit the ball. You got to be on the court for everything else, bro.
Right.
So Taya said 50% of Embiid is still better than 50% of the league.
False. 80% of Embiid is still more efficient than probably 70% of the league. But that he has to be above 70% of himself to be even that. He's not elite at 50%. At 50%, he's a liability because if you watch his style of play, which has been a problem of mine for a long time since when Harden was here and all of that, he slows the ball down. And then he stands next to the guards, begs for the ball, and we got to hope he makes a move before he even gets a fucking violation or somebody snatches it from him.
Well, and then he just tries to get the foul call.
His efficiency, and then he's going to fall 18 times and make you grab your pearls.
Right.
Like, it's crazy. Like, he really slows the game down. And when you got people like Maxey and all the people that they've actually put in to surround motherfuckers, like Drummond look better than him right now because Drummond goes with the flow. I'm not saying he's a better athlete or a better player than Embiid, but it fits the offense. Even though they're not winning, you need Embiid at 80% to be dominant. It's a fact.
So I also want to say shout out to Yabusele, our new
I love him.
our new Sixers member.
He's my new favorite player since the Olympics. I fucked with him in the Olympics.
And Cash, to bring you on the joke, yesterday I said Yabusele makes Kyle Lowry look thin.
That's what I was saying.
I get it.
Yeah.
It became a thick joke. I'm like, you just called him thick and him thicker?
Yeah.
Like,
I
that
did.
was crazy. So that's where it came from. He trying to grab me
I
up.
feel you.
But shout out to Yabusele because he's a monster. And as dope as Drummond is, this roster is going to go through some phases this season. I don't
What
think
Drummond?
people realize it.
Andre.
Oh,
Andre
yeah,
Drummond.
he's a problem.
He out there doing, but this
He's
Yabusele
crazy.
bull,
I got him on my 2K.
Yabusele bull,
Okay.
he different.
Yeah.
So,
And
like,
shout out to Eric Gordon too. He had a great game
Eric
against
Gordon
the
went
Pacers.
nuts, but he from Indiana, so he
Yeah.
was out there showing cheeks. Like, bro,
Yeah, he's like, my family's in the building. Let me show out.
Right.
he was like, yo, nigga said, was that a football game I was watching? Yeah. And they said the one player had so many requests for tickets, half of his game check was going to tickets
Damn.
because he was at home.
That's
That's crazy.
crazy.
And he wasn't like he had a good salary. Like, he wasn't like. I was like, yo, that's how it really get. Cause they all got to sit in the section or the booth. Like, yeah, you just get them tickets.
Right.
Yeah, sprinkle them out.
Right.
Might as well build your own section. That's crazy. You
Taya
got,
said,
and at that point, you got to buy some people tickets. Like,
Right.
bro, I need your joint.
Yeah.
Taya said, Andre is why Joel don't need to play back-to-backs.
Andre is why Joel don't need to even be factored into with this mission, and he needs to be a bonus. I'm telling you, as much as he is a great talent, until we see him healthy and until the offense works well with him, it's not something to even worry about, man. Let the young boy get 30 because he get 40 without him. Let Drummond play. Find out how to use Yabusele. My man with the fro, what's his name? The one that got hit by the car and we ain't never seen the car.
Kelly Oubre.
Kelly Oubre. Let him get busy. Like, it's a lot of weapons. KJ Martin.
KJ
is
Martin's
crazy
been getting a
out
lot of
there.
minutes.
Like,
Jared McCain looked good against the Pacers. He was fitting in.
Like, it's pieces out there. We don't need to trip over how much he gonna play. He need to stop telling the media how much he gonna play.
All right.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
You take him as a bonus whenever he ready. Oh, you ready, big fella? Treat him like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when Magic was there.
Right.
Oh, you ain't good. I'm gonna hold it down. Just be out there. I'm gonna
Right.
throw it to you. Just, you know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta handle him like that then.
Yeah.
We need Magic on the Sixers. And that's not Maxey, but that might be what Kyle Lowry adds to a situation too. Understanding
I loved
versatility as a point guard.
one more thing about yesterday's game. I loved watching the role that Kyle Lowry took when he was on the bench. He
stood
was
up
on the
whole time.
sideline, standing up in the coaches area, talking to the coaches, making sure that he was giving his input on what he was seeing,
He was pulling players to his side,
Right.
like the assistants be doing.
everything. Like, he was straight up coaching.
He was coaching on the floor, like he was yelling at the floor, like he was. But you know, your point guard should be an extension of the coach.
Mm-hmm.
He's been an extension of the coach his whole damn life, and he's been in some good programs.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
Some good programs. So, like, I see his future.
Good basketball.
If he ain't commentating, he gonna motherfucking be Dawn Staley on the male level out here, you know, from North Philly getting these chips.
Right, right.
I like it, man.
I could see him being a
Yes,
really
he
good
should.
college coach.
I can see him being an amazing player coach.
Yeah.
I think that, like, he's like and I said this, he's like a poor man's Chris Paul, except I think he got a ring, don't he, with Toronto or somebody? Who he got a ring with? But anyway, I think that it's like with the longevity in the league, but Chris Paul kind of don't get along with other niggas. Kyle kind of always finds a way to camouflage and blend in.
Yeah, right.
And I think as a coach, that's a strong suit. That'll be beneficial. Any chat?
Yo, can you do me a favor? Can you stop touching me off cam?
Touching you
Whoa,
off cam?
what?
You just touched me, like.
No, that was on cam. I tapped you.
No, it wasn't.
You said touching you
But
off
the
cam.
other
That sounds
time-
like some Michael Jackson.
No,
shit.
you was leaning
What are
on
you
me like
talking
the same
about?
way, but it was off cam.
Oh, because
That's not cool.
Because I want to fight, yo.
No.
Yes, Kyle does have a ring.
Yeah, he does. That's what I thought. That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Yo, he
so-
burnt out.
It
Let me
sounds
put you on the
disrespectful.
card.
It sounds disrespectful to say like a poor man CP3 because I don't think CP3 ever got a ring. But CP3 is ahead of a lot of things that deal with the league, the player negotiation shit and all of that shit. So it's like, but a lot of players don't like him. Personally, it seems like.
Right.
But Kyle kind of like he could be a journeyman and always be appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
And he's barking at niggas that's future stars.
Right.
So I like it. Shout out to North Philly again, man.
Absolutely. All right, let's move on from the Sixers and talk about some other NBA news. Cash, I don't know if you saw this.
No, I didn't. I really didn't.
Yeah, so Ben Simmons was walking into the arena the way that they do their little fashion walk before the show.
It was actually the walk from the locker room to the floor.
Sure. Regardless, he was in the arena and there were some of the VIP fans backstage, but you know what I mean, near the locker rooms trying to catch that entrance into the stadium. And one of them, after he walked by, what was his exact quote, Sam?
Called him a fucking bum.
That's what it was. Called him a bum. And it was hilarious. So
Hold on, what else happened, okay?
so then after he called him a bum, Ben Simmons kind of turns around and says something like, "Why didn't you say that to my face
when I was over there?
when I was over there?" That
like
type of thing.
shit.
Yeah.
You wait till I walk past to say that shit.
Yeah.
And then who jumped in? Who was it?
Dennis Schroeder.
That's
Dennis
who it
Schroeder
was.
ran back and said, "Who said something to it?" And Dennis Schroeder ran through that little line of like 7 people and was trying to find him too.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
And
know
they,
the
like-
energy I'm talking about? When
Yeah.
your little man be like, "No, we new teammates. This nigga gonna get right this year. Y'all not gonna fuck up his confidence. I'm gonna
Right.
show him I'm right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw heads together tonight." You know, that type of shit.
Yeah, I respect it.
He came with that African soccer energy, man.
Yeah.
He did it, man. He did it, man. No, but Schroeder don't.
African soccer energy is
No, because
crazy.
you know, like,
That's crazy, like, slur.
it's not a slur.
It is.
These motherfuckers got all the energy in the world.
I definitely couldn't say it, to be clear.
No, you couldn't say it. But one thing that, like, if you ever watch Schroeder play and he's a journeyman that it fits in every offense too.
He's athletic
This
as shit. I
motherfucker
understand.
just go, bro, and is really a good at soccer.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, you know how you be trying to focus for the game and all that? He ain't gotta do all that. He got energy for everybody from the tunnel to the fucking after party.
Right.
He could run a soccer field all fucking day.
Mhm.
I even seen him in the Olympics acting crazy. Shout out to Schroeder. But I actually, the reason that I thought that this was a good topic, outside of like, we want to laugh at Ben Simmons any chance we get, right? We from
Of
Philly.
course.
But I thought it was dope of like that teammate shit, right? Like when you somebody that's just a piece on the team, you're not necessarily a star, but sometimes you gotta do shit to let the team know, like, no, I'm here. I'm not waiting to get traded or nothing. I'm with y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean? What's my man that the Sixers just lost last season? Pat Beverly. Like Pat Bev used to do shit to be like, no, I'm a Philly Bull.
Right.
And when they traded
Let 'em
him, You felt it. You felt like he ain't really want to leave.
Right.
But the first thing he said was, I need to have a conversation with Dame because last time me and Dame wasn't good. And if I'm going to his team, I need to make sure that we good first.
Right.
You know how to fit in.
Right.
You know what the goal is. So I think that Schroeder was dope for that. I think that was fire. Because Ben Simmons is a fucking bum. And you was about to rumble and get fined for that bum ass. I'm watching this nigga throw.
Hold on. You know way you just full circle that shit was crazy.
Bro, I do this.
He said, "Cause Ben Simmons is a fucking bum." Yo, you wildin'. Hold it down. You wildin'. Yo, that was a room shaker, Sammy. You crazy?
Oh, yes.
You good though?
Yeah.
All right. Get some H2O over there.
Never.
I was gonna say, you know he don't drink water.
You
I ain't
don't
never-
drink water?
Listen,
No.
Hold up. This goes back to our last topic.
I
I do.
know.
Hold on. I don't drink water on streams. I drink water all day at work.
So you just don't report it on camera?
I'm sipping. But
Listen though. All right, hold up. When you drink alcohol, it is good to drink water. You push it out. It don't have you you ain't the same amount of drunk. You leveled out more.
make you throw it up. When you put water on top of alcohol, it's different to do it the whole time.
That's what I'm talking about. The whole time.
It's enough. Nah, it's boring.
Shout out to Sean Major in the chat. He said, "Bum
Hey.
Simmons." What
Yo,
up, bro?
But that's what I was about to say. Like, bro, I played ball, and I've been the 10th nicest nigga on my team sometime, right?
Mm-hmm.
You tell me to shoot that bitch, you ain't got to say it twice.
Right.
And if you say it a second time, it might go up from half court.
Right.
Like, are you fucking crazy? He's a bum. This nigga was supposed to be the next LeBron. They said he a tall nigga.
Yo.
He had an HBO special just hover gliding around the
Bro,
fucking
maybe
campus.
he don't have the spirit for basketball.
Yo,
He don't. He got the spirit for fashion and juicing. He got 170 million already.
Yeah.
He ain't shot a jump shot in 4 years.
Taya brought up a real good point. She said Ben's not playing tonight. And speaking of, he's doing lower back injury management as well. So think about how pissed we are about Embiid. Could you imagine if we still had Ben Simmons and he was doing fucking load management on us?
Can you imagine? Maybe not you. There's this lady in the projects. She run a daycare. She fucking rent cars. She sell fucking water ices. And she get 3 fucking welfare checks a month. And everybody in the projects is like, how the fuck is this bitch still passing inspection?
Right. That sounds regular.
Right?
Right.
That's Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
He's the king of getting over.
Right.
He done figured out a way. I got uncles like that, man. I had an uncle that been on disability so long, he ain't worked 3 years before that shit.
Right.
He died on disability.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, man, listen, he was comfortable. Motorized Cadillac, so to speak. You know, the scooter?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
the speakers on. He was doing his thing. But no, some people know how to juice the system. And Ben Simmons is the Australian version of a scammer. He scammed. He worked all his life to be a great athlete. Got to the NBA and was like, man, y'all gonna pay for what I already did.
Right.
Like, don't even worry about the future. Y'all gonna pay for that. And now he's gonna ball this year because he's up for a contract extension. So now he's gonna average 12 and 7. They gonna give him some more money, and this nigga gonna go back on the bench and buy some more sweaters. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
He said buy more sweaters.
That's what he be doing. Him and what's her name? He just said he stopped though. What's my man name? Zuma. Kyle
Kuzma.
Kuzma said he over it.
That was deep.
Them niggas was battling for a while.
All right, let's move on to more NBA
What's
news.
the name said? I buy polo tees. You crazy? Anyway,
Go ahead, Sam.
Curry ankles. Now, last night
Curry ankles.
I don't know if people know the history of Steph. Steph from college to his first couple years in the league has been known for having weak ankles. Like he gets his ankles injured often. And
He
used to-
change directions a lot.
He used to wear the braces and stuff. He's had times where he's had different looks around the ankles. And there was a time where, like, part of the reason people trust Under Armour is because he ain't he's still playing basketball.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? But the last game last night, he actually rolled the same ankle twice visibly and left the game looking in bad shape.
It sound like it hurt.
Yeah, the public is super worried about it. It's very early in the season. Steph is one of the faces of the league. But Steph said he thinks that it's a light sprain and he'll be fine.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's like, are we doubling up on tape? Are we wearing a brace next game? Like, how do you get confidence in that when half the time he's playing in mids and low tops?
Yeah.
And is that part of the problem?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I
I grew up where if you ain't had no ankle support, you was tripping. And we used to wear the ankle braces that laced up. Remember them joints? Lace them up like
black
boxing
joints.
mitts.
Yeah.
I had black pair, white pair. I had all of them. And when I say pair, I mean one for each ankle.
Yeah, for sure.
I done wore one white, one black with the Kobe's on. You know what I'm saying?
See, when I was playing volleyball, we wore these ankle braces that literally they're kind of like Curry's. They came up on the side, so you literally could not move your ankle laterally, only but so far.
Remember when Kobe dropped the super high top Nike joints that look like Achilles Kobe's? The joints that they look like a boot. The joint, it was Nike
joints
that
that,
came all the way up the back of your foot.
What's the boy that played for what you call it? The guy that played for Toronto. He was a point guard for Toronto before. No, Sacramento.
Oh, my man.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
He was wearing them a lot.
Yeah, he used to wear them.
Yeah, good. But he fly.
But I used to
You
wish
need
them
ankle
Jones-
support.
I used to wish them Jones out when I was hooping.
Yeah.
Like when I see them Jones, I was like, if I was balling, I'd
Right.
get every color of them.
Right.
Give me 4 of them, and I'm good for the season.
Right.
But like, I couldn't imagine playing in a generation before mine when they played in Chucks.
That's crazy.
Like literally
Crazy.
played in Chucks.
That's like throwing your
Bar-
life away.
I can't even
Barbarian
imagine.
basketball, like shoving niggas,
That's
like shove you off your ankle.
I can't imagine jumping in Chucks.
bro, that's like
They
going.
was dunking and landing. Have you ever fell from a rim before?
And that's what I'm saying. Like Chucks have
I've
no
dunked before.
support.
That shit ain't
that
sweet.
hurts.
That's like going through Blumberg projects at 4 in the morning with no gun and jewelry
strobe
on.
lights.
You jump
Oh,
off
you
2
jewelry
steps
on.
and the freaking Chucks hurt.
Bro. And I can't understand the generation after mine that played at all low tops. Like a lot of the Kobe's that came out was low tops, the Kyries and all of that shit. And they was the most popular kids' shoes. And I'm watching because I know tournament culture, right? Like I played through eras of basketball shoes. So every summer you would go to a tournament and everybody would have on either the Jones or the Team Jones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you was a boy, you had the Jones on.
Right.
Similar like when the Christmas Kobe's came out, the Grinch joints and all of that. And it was like, well, every nice nigga had on a pair of Grinches.
Right.
But that's the tournament. You know what I mean? Sneak like, yo, I need these for the tournament. Pop like, well, you about to get 40. I got 300. You good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not my dad. But that's how they doing it now.
See, the low top thing I understand because me personally, like if my mobility is entirely affected, I'm going to get blisters. I'm going to get like all types of shit going on. The shoes are high top shoes are just going to be too uncomfortable for me to play sports in.
The
period.
angles that are used in basketball and the smoothness that you have to use in certain situations is not duplicated in most other sports. Like the closest thing you could probably get is soccer to some of the things you have to do mobilely in basketball.
And that's what I'm saying. Like to wear high tops and have to run is crazy.
Yeah, and basketball is different because at the same time, like if you make a move, if you do something in football, it's intentional and it's a follow through to it. If I cut through the lane and split the defense in basketball, my ankle has to react to whatever happens in front of me right now.
Right.
Similar
So,
to a running back,
I'm
but
committed.
different.
I'm committed.
But different, yeah. I
I'm
gotta be a
committed.
gazelle right now.
Committed. It's like blowing 3 stop signs. The first one you might have missed. The second one you might have missed.
The
but
third one is like shit.
you have to make that one.
Yeah,
Or
none of
like,
that matters.
Shit.
None of that matters. Like it's different. Like basketball is a different sport. But I understand your sensibility about what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But it's just completely different at a certain level. Especially if you you athletic. Like even if you look at like Giannis sneakers with them super big Nike sign, You shouldn't be a guard buying Giannis sneakers.
Right.
They're made for somebody that's planting like him.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? If you got to be a gazelle, you need some Kyries.
Right.
You need somebody that move how
Some
you
light
move.
work shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's enough.
But yeah, Curry has a long history of ankles being bad. Hopefully he'll be all right because we need him this season. Just for
Absolutely.
entertainment.
Absolutely. Anything else that you wanted to say about NBA so far this year before we move on from that?
Shout out to Lakers, yo. My man Connect Four is in the building. My man AR-15 never left. You know what I'm saying? Rui Hachimura got cussed out, but it's okay because when your star's cussing you out because he just hit 10 in a row, we going to be all right.
I
Salute to them.
think culturally the NBA has come a long way with like even the nicknames where we could say shit like AR-15 and it
For
be
a white
equated
boy.
right in the NBA globally. I think that's fire.
I think they intentionally giving these white boys good numbers to match their names. Because how the fuck did we get Connect 4 after AR-15? That's
Right.
the craziest thing in the world. Like, y'all did that on purpose, man.
Right. That's funny.
That was a marketing play.
Well, it is the Lakers.
We wouldn't put nothing past
I'm saying that even to associate with the NBA, like the NBA, not the
Right.
same people that got mad at Iverson for not wearing a suit to practice or to a game or whatever the fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It went through a lot, man. We got the best commissioner in sports right now in the NBA, though. So things are looking bright.
That's good.
All right, let's talk about the women's side. So obviously, the New York Liberty ended up winning the WNBA finals. We talked about that last week. But since then, they got to have their first championship parade.
Ticker tape parade, specifically, yeah.
Yeah. So it was a dope parade, a dope situation. All the players were out there. They were living life. They were doing their thing. You can see from the picture, JJ spoke. And the picture here also has Sabrina wearing a shirt that says Ionescu, play on her last name, Ionescu. And I thought that shirt is kind of fire. And then there were also memes going around of Stewie smoking weed during the parade.
On the float.
On the float.
Yo, that's crazy.
But
Yeah. So overall, these ladies deserved it. Shout out to them. And it looked like a dope situation. The crowd was vibing, and they had a great turnout. What'd you guys think of what you saw?
I did see the JJ speech, which was awesome. Shout out to her. Shout out to her native land, Bahamas, and all of that. From what she said, they was going right there to have another parade and turn up for about 4 nights, 7 days, or some shit. Like, so that was dope. Definitely saw Stewie blowing. That was fire. I don't think y'all know, but the New York Liberty have an off-white deal and I think a polo deal. So there was a lot of dope varsities out there. Like there was some looks out there. There was something you mentioned earlier that I wanted to touch on, and I can't remember what it was.
You wanted to do what?
But the women, well, she said it, so that's fine. But the women of the
what you just
WNBA have bought the first basketball championship or the first championship to New York in what, 51 years?
Something like that.
So congratulations to them. Very well deserved. Great series. We had a great time watching. Even though I wanted the Lynx to win, I wasn't mad because the series was at the point a long time ago. It's like whoever win deserve it.
Right.
All right. I mean, when you go to Game 5 overtime, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it was a dope parade. I didn't see the entrance, but I saw a lot of the podium stuff. And it just seemed so fire. It seemed like, you know, when you see people that work hard for something and they just do it, just felt awesome. It felt awesome. It felt good to see. And it felt like one of those moments that some of the, like, in my lifetime, we've seen things like an Obama. We've seen a Michelle Obama also. We're watching a Kamala. We're watching certain moments that it's like, yo, these babies are seeing some shit that they could really look up to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And not that last year's champions didn't do that, but it's so many more eyes on it this year. And you know the world is watching. And you know this is a New York City ticker tape parade. That's a big deal.
Right.
And that's just so fire, yo. I love to see it because it gives inspiration to people that sometimes don't fit in anywhere but.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or don't find a place until.
That's definitely a good job.
So I liked it a lot, man. I'm proud of those young ladies. I'm glad that them and their families got to experience that, man. We saw some of the babies up there. It was dope.
Yeah.
It was dope. It was
Absolutely.
really dope.
Dope.
And you know what's funny? All the babies love, what's the name?
Sabrina?
Yeah, UNESCO.
Yeah.
Like when they was on stage, their daughters was all trying to talk. She talking.
The
They
way
all
you said her name was crazy.
because the what's the name? The one tweet said, "Oh, my daughter ever since the Olympics just been asking, where's Sad?" But no, Sabrina is clearly good with the kids, man. But it's just so funny because you still see that going on while they celebrating. It's dope.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Shout out to them. All right. Let's move on to Angel Reese and Shaq.
Oh, wow.
So, as you know, Angel Reese has started her own podcast called Unapologetically Angel. And she's put out quite a few episodes at this point.
I think that name leaves a lot to be desired.
This topic makes me feel like creating a bar.
Go ahead, Kat.
So, one of her more recent episodes that dropped featured an interview with Shaq. And during this interview, he said some very interesting things.
Shaq trying to hit that joint. That's not even cool.
I'm not even sure if that's what he was trying to do as much as like
Go viral.
You either try to create a moment or you out of touch with what's going on around you right now.
Right.
But what Shaq actually said was, can you imagine you dunking in the WNBA with those shorts you had on Wildin' Out? And if you seen the shorts she had on Wildin' Out, and probably
She was double cheeked up.
any shorts
on a
she's been
Thursday.
wearing since the internet realized she had a little bit of a butt.
Right. No,
She
she
been
got a
making
nice joint. She
She
just
got a
not. She's
decent
slim.
joint, but
She's slim, yeah.
she's been showing it more and more ever since. And the crazy thing is, it's going to get better because she's still working out the whole time.
Right.
So it is what it is. But like, Shaq is going viral for his comments, and that wasn't the only thing he said though. He also said like women have a hard time dealing with the truth, and he was talking about marketing. He said a lot of little different things, man,
Slick shit.
that added up to like he kind of right, but kind of tone deaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Kay? You're a woman.
So,
You think we need to see women with the double cheeks dunking?
I'll be honest, I didn't watch any of this interview. Love that Angel's doing a podcast, but let's be frank, it's not for me. And yeah,
I'll be Sam. You be frank.
I don't think that that's a fair view of women athletics. It's not meant, at least in this professional sense, it's not always meant to be sexualized. I think there is a time and place for sexualized women athletics.
So let me explain why I came up with this solution first. In women's beach volleyball, let's just say the net is 10, but women is lower just a little bit.
Okay, that's the other part. Go ahead, Kay.
So, like I was saying, I think that there's a time and place for sexualized women athletics. I do not think that it should be the main professional league. Like, especially a league like the WNBA that has been so focused on being accepting towards LGBTQ individuals, and that whole movement. Like, I just don't think that it's necessarily the right league for that type of thing. I think a league could exist and Angel Reese could be a great player in said league. But I hope the contract is huge.
Now, you just said the thing about the league and how it's trying not to be sexualized and trying to be accepting and all of that, right? Mm-hmm. Remember the beginning of the league where they tried to get all those women that were not necessarily straight or feminine to make feminine advertisements for the WNBA?
Mm-hmm.
Haven't we seen the advertisements go back to that now? To where we actually seeing women in commercials from the WNBA in their underwear now?
Well, I think Skims is a sponsor of the WNBA, so...
And I hate that Donovan Mitchell Skims commercial. Y'all show this nigga whole shit on I don't want to see that while I'm watching sports, yo.
I was about to say, but they also have a NBA contract as well, so you see the same type of thing
But I'm just
on that
saying,
side.
like, I think that, like, the balance of the stigma is being addressed differently. But I want you to hear exactly what he said, just because you said you didn't hear it. So let's get to that real quick.
And you don't strike this from the tape, Christian.
We ain't striking it.
Don't. Let me tell you, just lower like that to where it gives you ability to dunk. Bro, imagine you.
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show, dunking. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, girls? You tripping?
Oh my.
What?
God.
What?
God.
The same little shirt you had on.
Okay. All right.
Dunking.
All right.
Bro, bitch.
I mean, I know it do sound like a marketing plan, but it do sound a little.
It's crazy.
A little.
And part of it is
listen,
crazy
it sound a little.
60.
It sound a little. I'll bomb you though. Like, you know what I mean? Like what? I know I would, so I know they would. Like, mentally, I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day, he was on a podcast. They was having an open conversation. And he probably was a little tone deaf at the moment because pretty sure he might have been inebriated. Like, he got the shotties on. He talking slow. Like, he relaxed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's.
Can I push back for a second? Because I don't. What about that is tone deaf? I guess is my question.
Why do I say it's tone deaf?
Yeah.
Because
go ahead, Sammy.
I say even though he might think that that's a great marketing idea, or he might even think that this is a good way to go viral, I think that the public always finds a way to make Shaq look creepy in romantic situations. We even seen it during the Home Depot situation when he went looking for the Home Depot girl and all of that. Like, it just always looks like he's this big older guy running after or going too hard at these younger women. And not that we wouldn't mind him dating them,
Right.
but the public
It's not for the public, bro.
display of it is like, we don't see you coming out of a restaurant with him.
Mm-hmm.
We see you throwing the hell of a boomerang
Mm-hmm.
over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And whether that's in jest or not, it's kind of been overdone recently by you.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where if this is your niece, the one that you walked out for her senior night game and all of that when she was in college and all of that, that's going to be perceived very strangely, bro. Very strangely. And he actually said, don't clip this. That's how it started.
Mm-hmm.
He said, don't clip this. He knew he was doing something facetious, but he's not looking at, I don't think, the other wall.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, bro, even when she says, when her reaction is, I'm not imagining anything, that makes the public think she's uncomfortable already.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Even the tone of her voice and the way she abruptly spoke over top of his wording
Yep.
sounds like, I ain't trying to hear what you're saying. Like
Like, you
chill
about to
on
go
it.
somewhere crazy.
Like,
Which
you're doing
means
too much.
He might already be going there off camera, and she like, I know
Right.
you about to go.
It insinuates a lot.
It makes it look crazy.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. I think he doesn't
And
understand his
being
perception.
tone-
And as a billionaire, it's hard to.
Also, being tone deaf right now is like, you know, everybody's getting locked up based on their sexual activity, basically. Like, so.
And she grown, but keep everything clean as possible.
Yeah, like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it was just a little weird. It was a little weird. And I think, like I said, it's different. Like, if I'm chopping it with my homegirl and I go there and she like, I knew you was about to do that. That's different than I'm not imagining anything.
Right.
Of
That sounds like
A little
a full deter of
like-
conversation.
Like, I'm not even trying to go there with you, but I'm going to let you talk.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. All right. I get what you're saying. I mean, for me, like, I hear a lot of men who would say things like this, who do speak like this on a regular basis. So, like, I understand what you're saying about it being tone deaf in the public eye. But at the end of the day, like, he's saying something that a lot of people have thought or a lot of people would like to watch.
But it's the same thing.
You know
that
what I'm
comes
saying?
down to what we tell the youth. Everybody ain't Shaq, yo.
Yeah.
Like, you not in that position. So
Right.
you gotta be the same way that you could be like, well, Shaq did this. Well, get there before you do what Shaq do. Same way that you're that guy,
Yeah.
it's a reverse to that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
you are that guy, so you gotta be careful.
Absolutely.
I just think segue that into shout out to Buns and basketball. Like, I wanted to go this year, but
I ain't want to go since Shorty
I ain't
tore
go.
me up last year, but you know we could always go to that joint.
no, that was dope.
You know,
But
shout out Trizzy tomorrow.
that may be the type of thing that Shaq is talking about. You know what I mean?
Stuff like
and
that.
it's very marketable. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's what Kay was saying. She was like, I hope if she do it, it pays well. But the problem with that is, it's 3 girls in that league that played basketball before.
Right.
If Angel tied herself to something like that, it wouldn't be a bunch of eligible motherfuckers for her to hoop against. She would get hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
She would get hurt. That's like playing the rough house with the motherfuckers that don't get picked for the full.
Yeah.
Like, you might as well just sit there and smoke, bro, and stretch.
No, right. But I'm saying, even like, not even just that, she could be an advertisement for it or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as far as business. You know what I'm saying?
A big 3 bag before that.
And
sure.
I honestly, as a volleyball player, I hate when people bring up the beach volleyball example.
It's beautiful. It's a
Sure.
great example.
Because as someone who's played a lot of beach volleyball, you don't want to be wearing clothes. Like, you don't want the sand on it doesn't make sense.
But that has nothing to do with the visual.
But it has everything to do with why the uniform is that way.
But see, nobody's blaming the women for wearing the uniform. People are celebrating them for wearing the uniform.
Right.
So that's not really effective.
No, but
it's not like,
oh,
they're trying to be X-rated. People are like,
no, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be used
husky.
as a justification to further sexualize women athletics. Is my point.
Well, volleyball has always been full of tall girls, and outdoor volleyball in the sand has always had built blinds and stuff. There's just a demo for that. Like, Baywatch was a popular cheesy show for a reason. The slow motion jogging. Like, it is what it is. Like, if they gonna pay you, you gonna get money, and they've been always recognized in the Olympics, man, they all right. That's what they was gonna be wearing anyway, is the point. They was already gonna wear it. So now that we like it, don't hurt nothing unless they girlfriend mad. They men be cheeseheads. I mean, what's the juice head?
Steroid dickheads.
Niggas be, slick hair motherfuckers, man.
All right,
Johnny Bravo is dickheads.
Yeah, like they man.
Let's move on. Let's talk
And
about.
we ain't fighting him.
John Cena is dickhead.
Let's talk about this Lil Durk situation.
I ain't gotta fight nobody, but I might like poke him in the eye or do some dirty shit to you though.
I've been in some weird.
I ain't gotta like back out before I do that. I might do some dirty shit before I back out.
I was around some porn stars' boyfriends that was acting weird.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was weird.
Whoa.
Yep.
On a porn star boyfriend.
It was a video shoot. It was a video shoot.
You was there for a porn video shoot?
I was there for a video shoot.
Like a music video shoot?
Yeah.
You said a video. I don't know.
I know that wasn't clarifying. I'm over here like.
I'm glad you clarified that because
Like,
I didn't know I said it
when?
No, no, it was a music video shoot, but he booked exclusive talent to co-star in the video.
Exclusive meaning what?
Adult talent.
Adult entertainment talent.
No, I'm gonna tell you how brilliant he is. He actually sold tickets to the video shoot because he promoted that they was going to be
Fire
on a college campus at a fire house.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy. They got a club in the basement.
God.
Nightclub in the basement. Like, it was different.
Talk about the revenue.
Next level shit. Niggas don't be playing
the black market and the white market revenue.
Bro, when I say it was a line of people outside paying to get in.
Bro, you know what's crazy now? I think every time I think about a lot of people, I think about money in one space.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Right.
So the Durk situation.
Right. The Durk situation.
Fuck, y'all. What the fuck? What is this? This shit is bananas.
Sound like a Rico to me.
What the fuck?
So who's introducing
How the
it?
fuck
Go
does
ahead,
this
Sam.
happen?
So in the last few days, we've seen Durk get arrested and held for the U.S. Marshals, which we all know that is in Florida. We've also found out that he had booked multiple flights, including a private jet flight that they say he intended to get on and use the other few flights for the 52 fake out to other countries. So he was trying to get low. We found out that allegedly OTF Jam has been wearing a wire for a couple years now. And was
always saying that nigga name in raps too.
Yep. And when he the one he gave 50 grand to when he came home, bought him a car and all that shit. But he's also one of the ones that are considered to have been on a trip when the shooting happened in LA that shot Lil Pop, right? So he know a lot. They've also said that credit cards are attached to those flights, which lead back to the label.
And they got viral pictures of the nigga Jam eating 20-piece nuggets and shit in a fucking interrogation room and shit. Like, it's a mess.
There's also the private flight that flew out to LA to provide everybody with weaponry. I feel like they got Durk in a lot of ways in this twist, bro.
This is wild. Can we backtrack? Like, why would you fly to go kill? Like,
why are we using our credit cards to book anything? You know they book rental cars, rooms, all of that.
bro,
like,
you could
this
get a
is like
smoker.
Folio
You
shit.
could pay a crackhead to get a car and drive to LA if you want to go. You know what I'm saying?
There's other cards. This is a digital age. You in the streets, you know scammers. Why are we charging anything to my shit?
Right.
What are we talking about? You know a crackhead that you can say,
But-
yo, put this on your card.
All right, but listen. All right, that wasn't advised. Like, you was in charge of it, but you did some dumb shit.
That's possible. That doesn't stop the charges.
No, fuck
and
no.
it don't beat that wire.
I wonder what's on that wire, bro.
2 years worth of being behind the scenes and shit been going on outside the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing is he knew, and they say he already threatened homie because he knew.
Who?
He said Durk was threatening folks and all that.
Who? Jam?
Jamming his peoples and some other people around him, yeah.
Wow.
They said all that. They got evidence of that. They also seem to have evidence of him trying to flee.
Yeah,
It's a bad joint.
it's nasty.
It's nasty. And we've also seen him do a 3 oh my lane. And then Islam and still can't turn down the beef and all of that. Like we've seen a lot from Durk in the last 2 years.
Yeah, and it's like it kind of does draw a certain type of picture. Like if you think about it.
Cause you kinda know. Even if you don't know you're gonna get caught, you know you did too much.
Yeah, I mean, I got homies who can't let nobody sit behind them in a car.
Right?
I got homies who will never leave out of a house that they live in without a weapon.
Right.
It's a sad situation, but your past follow you, man. No matter how fortunate you are and what your fortune is. I think the crazy shit is though the shit that we see him after the fact though. Like it's a lot of buffoonery coming up behind it.
Like that brick baby shit.
No, I was gonna say that too.
'Cause that's crazy.
I was about to say that, but I don't like.
And then to say that to
I don't like the memes.
I don't like the memes either, but the memes. What is that? Yo, stop. Nothing happened, yo. We gotta figure it out. Y'all just did some crazy shit.
Wow, I didn't know what that was.
Broke. One of the bottles broke. We good. Might be
Jesus,
soda.
I'm sorry.
Y'all just did some wild shit.
I ain't panic. I just reacted.
But I'm like, that ain't that.
I ain't know what it was, bro. I'm a little lit.
It's all good. But no, that's funny. We need to keep that clip. Where's the top? Where's the top for this? You see the top?
I don't see it.
Yo, that's crazy. This nigga jumped up and just knocked everything over. I'm like, yo, I'm still sitting.
I ain't knocked everything over, but
Yeah, you did.
I ain't know what that
We still
noise
live?
was.
Look, we be with y'all in a second. We gonna straighten out some
I
stuff.
don't see where this
I need where the top of this one, cause I can't even put this on the joint without a top. Wipe it off. Just take a towel right there.
All right, I'm gonna throw a little thumbnail up for y'all.
That was crazy.
It was though. I'm
This
sorry.
nigga threw the table at me.
No, I didn't. Don't exaggerate. All right, how we gonna get up this champagne shit that popped up?
Hold on.
You got a towel or something somewhere?
You know what it was?
It smell like champagne.
See, what's this?
You got some shit there.
Oh my god!
What just happened?
The whole table fell. That's what happened. Yeah, we gonna have to catch y'all in a minute, man. It's a lot that gotta go on. I gotta fix my life. Appreciate y'all tapping in. I lost all my cognac.